Children, welcome to the cult.
It's beautiful.
Stop playing that organ! Stop it! Stop it!
It's
oh
a
my
piano.
God. It's not. What do you mean it's piano? Brothers and sisters and like non-binary people. This is like a woke church. Non-binary people and objects and whatever the hell else you guys are. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for coming here. It's me, your guy. You're like your cult leader, man. Guys, this has been a hard time for our church. I'll be the first to admit, you know, we've not been that successful. It's a bit run fucking down, honestly. It's falling apart. Look at the fucking walls, the plaster. But I see some new faces. What?
Sorry, Father. Sorry, Father. Sorry.
As I was saying, we got some new faces in the congregation, right? Some new faces I haven't seen here before, which is great because, quite frankly, we've been needing a blood sacrifice.
Huh? Why is she holding a knife? Why is she holding a knife? Wait, blood sacrifice? Ah! Let go of me! What's happening? Ah!
You'll be fine. You'll be okay.
Let me out!
You'll be okay, dude. Don't worry. Oh no, he's dead. And he's dead. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay, Today is the day that we've all been waiting for, okay? Yay. Every single freak niche interest I've ever been curious about has all been bundled together into one insane trans, vegan, post-rationalist, a schizo cult of murderers. It's incredible. Yay. It's amazing. It has everything. It's got political violence. It's got veganism. It's got transism. They're all AI freaks who are terrified about the incoming apocalypse. They're like leftist anarchists.
Important ism.
Every ism, all my favorite isms. Oh my God, it's amazing.
One,
what?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Don't say autism.
Which one do you believe the most?
Oh God, we're gonna find out today. We're gonna find out. I'm excited. I want to see which one. I think my vibe on this is basically this is legitimate psychic war that went horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. That's what I think. I think that this is like a psychic war project that maybe even potentially had some good grounding, and it just went out of the fucking. Oh God, it's really bad. They crashed out. It's not good. Okay, they did a bunch of murders, guys, and we're gonna look at them.
Yay.
We have some incredible research pulled together from who
you remember
who did this? I don't remember actually.
It was freaking. He says his name's Board, but I don't believe him. It's Board 7.
Thank you, Board. So psychic war. Whoa.
What?
So let's get into the plot
agent's death. Sorry.
Of Serial Experiments Lane. I mean the Zizians.
Yeah, I'm going to call them the Zizians because it reminds me of Zizek and it's funny.
Because he's also transphobic?
Yes. Yeah, literally. I will apply my mild pronunciation transphobia.
Whoa. Border Patrol agent and Black Hole die.
We're gonna have to shift through this at a bit of a clip, so let's just get the overall sense of the story. So it kicks off more recently with a killing in January of a Border Patrol agent, and as these murders start to like stack up, we realize that they kind of start to roll back into a history of insane, like, rabid killings by these freak schizos. And this is the crew!
This is the boys!
They're fucking awesome.
And girls and non-binaries. Shit.
Well done.
Vegans, objects. Oh God.
The trans thing becomes really relevant later. Actually, it's like they're basically doing transgenderism as a way to like unlock their third eye. It's fucking crazy. Whoa. There's some wild shit going on in the theory that they're trying to build out. So basically, this like kind of half-trained violent squad of schizos murders a Border Patrol agent. They killed a couple of, scroll down, they killed a couple of landlords and shit as well. It was like, it's basically been like sporadic killings here and there that seem vaguely unrelated to any sort of ideological purpose. They almost seem like pragmatic killings. So we start with Jack Lasota, formerly known as Jack Lasota, before transitioning. She starts a blog in 2016, like we all do, and it's, schizophrenic ramblings, very, very insane. She has this like ground-basing theory about hemispherism, which is basically the idea that you can separate the two halves of your brain. Now, this is kind of a thing. So
No,
if you wait, let me explain. I have a psychology degree. Sit down, idiot.
I got a psychology degree. You definitely can split your brain in
Smug is
half.
already lying.
Let me explain. Okay. So hemispherism is basically the idea that you can kind of operate the sides of your brain independently. Now,
Yeah, because your left brain is your woman and your right brain is your man.
Kind of. So if you look at some animals, okay, like dolphins for example, they can put half of their brain to sleep and stay awake and like continue.
You can like cut a worm in half and it'll grow all the way back. There'd be two worms.
Yeah, I did. I've been through that a couple times. Yeah.
Should ask Duckbringer about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
Where's the other half, Duckbringer? Huh?
I think you have to cut them through the saddle, or no? Maybe I think they can only regrow if you cut them through the saddle. I'm not sure.
Did you? Well,
You know the
worms have circulatory systems. So, are you sure that's true?
No,
they're like a line. They're not a circle.
Anyway, so you know how dolphins can put one half of their brain to sleep so they can look out for predators? Well, there are lots of animals that can do this, and guess what? Humans can almost do this. There have been studies that show
Which
that,
means they can't. Almost means no, they can't.
Shut up. So basically, there have been studies that demonstrate
Another way of saying we can't do that thing.
The two halves of your brain can be in completely different phases of sleep. So one half of your brain can be like REM activated, and one half of your brain can be in incredibly light state of sleep. Now, there are conditions, narcolepsy for example, that have disruptive sleep patterns where people can kind of be in this like half awake state of shallow sleep, and there's some theory to suggest that actually these people are essentially doing that hemispheric sleeping thing. Now, what these guys claim to be able to do, which is unverified by science, is that they can intentionally induce this as a means towards brainwashing and unlocking like a kind of internal dialogue that makes you more powerful and better at understanding, I guess, anarchist theory. Okay.
Okay. How do you go about doing this? Because I remember how they explained it. Okay, they said
always drugs.
Here's how to do this. Chat.
I've already said that they're probably wrong. Okay.
Okay. You lay down. You close one eye to go to sleep, and then the other one focuses on something.
Predators in the sea.
And eventually you fall into a state of sleep where only half of your consciousness is, actually sleeping, and the rest you're still semi-present.
Is that where you have like the guy from Split?
That movie was so bad.
I didn't see that movie, but yeah, there are also instances of people having
M. Night joint.
People have had hemispherectomies and have had very, very strange incompatibilities between the two halves of their brains. Okay, this is all, it makes sense.
Because they can't have babies anymore?
No, like their arm will do shit. There was an episode of in the documentary House. There was an episode about this, which is my citation. My citation is House.
Smug would know about this. He is lobotomized. So
I am lobotomized. Yeah, I did have a hysterohemispectomy. But yeah, so the CGP video going you are too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, okay, so this is a known thing. Now, yes, you can poo-poo because they didn't do a fucking study, you quant. You can poo-poo their idea that they, can't induce this state, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility, and at the very least,
can I ask you why are they doing this?
They think that it can help them unlock insights internally. They think it helps them understand like anarchist theory, which will probably be, I imagine it's like you separate, and this is guesswork because I haven't seen the actual conclusions they reached yet in full. We'll read their blog later.
Nice.
But as I understood the implication, it seems like what they think is you can better understand and appreciate dialectics and resolve internal conflicts if you literally separate yourself into two selves. So there's kind of like a DID element to it. They're not alters exactly. They're not like actually genuinely different personalities, but they're trying to like have this like internal dialectic process. And that's why they really like transgenderism. Basically, yeah, I guess it's like Split. It's like the movie Split. They watched the movie Split and they got way too into it.
Oh, but he's like the bad guy.
Surely that. Angry Knees, the studies I mentioned are perfectly valid quant bullshit.
Made up.
They're real.
Fucking made up bullshit.
They just do sleep studies with brainwave analysis of people with narcolepsy, and they found that each half of the brain could be in completely desynchronized sleep states.
What half of the brain are you using? Because you're clearly using half of it.
I'm both halves of my brain are asleep right now, dude. I'm talking in my sleep. I'm dreaming.
Was Split transphobic?
Yes, obviously. It contained it had that guy in it.
James McAvoy?
Yeah. Known transphobe.
And Anya Taylor-Joy.
He wouldn't fuck Mystique. That has to be transphobia, right? She's transcoded.
I thought he did.
Well, because he said because she was blue.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue?
If you don't want a blue bitch,
no,
you
it's
definitely don't want a bitch
it's
with a
because she
dick.
blew him, dude.
It's because she can be a man sometimes, and he was like, not cool. Don't like the gender.
No, she said, would you like me like this? And he was like, blue. And then he was like, oh, I can't think of you that way because you're like a sister to me, and that's how he gets past it.
Yeah, basically he friend zones her, but I think it's because she inhabited the body of a man.
He family zones her.
Oh god, yeah, that is worse actually.
That's just because she's Jennifer Lawrence. True.
I think it was because she was embodying men's bodies. Okay, that's why he saw her as like a senator.
This stuff that they're into doesn't seem like DID to me.
I don't think it is. I didn't say it was. There's no alters.
I'm addressing Wiz because Wiz is the one comparing it to Split.
Yeah. Okay, it's not.
Well, no, I was just asking. Are they doing DID to open up a fucking doorway?
No.
Like, are they trying to split their brain in half?
They are trying to split. They're trying to split their brain in half. They're not trying to create multiple personalities. They want control over everything. It's like extra processing power. They're like schizo computer programmers that are trying to achieve like a higher state of cognitive power. Yeah, but it's biohacking. Yeah, that's way more.
Heuristic biohacking.
Heuristic biohacking sounds horrible. What a shit phrase. Yeah, what do you do? Oh, I'm a heuristic biohacker. That's gun time. It's time for gun. That is time for gun. That is gun time. Okay.
They do reject the idea of an individual self, from what I read.
Yeah. By the way, I do think this is just a psychic war style reframing of like the dialectic, right? Or even like some Jungian shadow values. Like the masculine can only exist in definition in the context of the feminine.
Themselves.
Basically, yeah, they're yin-yang in themselves. They're yin-yanging off all over the place. So, okay, interesting.
Isn't that already the understanding, though? Am I wrong in saying like a lot of like Buddhist teachings and stuff like that is like, yeah, there's two wolves inside you? Unironic.
Yeah, it would be incredibly embarrassing if she just wrote a blog that was reframing a bunch of existing ideas using new terminology to get attention. That would be so embarrassing. Oh boy, Louise. Oh, that would suck, dude. What a hack! What a hack fraud. At least I haven't done murders. Wait! Don't skip past this bit
because I thought she was dead in this.
No, she was playing asleep. She's literally pretending to be dead when they arrested her. She pretended to die and she just lay down and they found her and they were like, wake up. And she's like, I'm dead. Like she's just literally pretending to be dead, which is such a strange, I don't know. It's such a bold move. I kind of respect it. Like there must be some incredible reasoning. You don't just play dead without like some incredible understanding. She's playing dead. She's fully conscious. She's not even sleepy.
So how much overlap is there between this person and you?
Honestly, it is 1-to-1, and I think every aspect of our interest is like a deviation of up to 15 degrees. You know what I mean?
Oh no!
Like we're really not that far apart.
It's the spectrum of West Side Tyler to this person. Like the you're on. West Side Tyler's one side, this person's the other.
I'm
the smug bug spectrum.
I'm at the 20th percentile towards this creature, yes.
Dear God.
Yeah, it's really close. I mean, like, they are leftist anarchists building out a kind of psychic war style blogosphere and then training. So, okay, actually, here's the biggest difference between us is that they looked at all the same information I looked at, and they came to the exact same conclusion. We've got two options: psychic war or violence. Now, when I looked at that, I was like, I don't really feel like killing anyone at the moment. I'm going to do psychic war. And they looked at that and they went, I guess it's violence. And then they did a bunch of murders. So that's literally what happened. This is the inflection point. Like these are the people choosing violence. They did. They firebombed the Walmart. Finally, we've got Walmart firebombers, Mangione as well. So yeah, similar situation. So these are rationalists, or rather, they are post-rationalists or post-rats. The rationalists are a fairly well-known group of people. They're like the AI schizos, Yudkowsky, was it Bostrom? All these like AI doomers come from the rationalists. Roko's basilisk
are they actually anarchist?
They are actual leftist anarchists, yes. Based on the little I've seen so far, they're very lefty anarchist coded.
Based off what I saw, that's not what I was getting at all.
Just because they're hold on, because
unless you're counting anarchism as just you don't want to follow rules, then sure.
No, no. They're crew style anarchists, CCRU, right? Like they're much more in the like sort of accelerationist Mark Fisher, Nick Land style of like OG anarchism. That style of like modern cyber anarchism, right? So not like Kropotkin whatever, but like the sort of the more sort of like cyber anarchism.
Oh, terminally online.
What do they call it? Yeah, but like the Web 1.0 terminally online, which was much rarer and more dangerous, right? Like those like guys who are it's this lot.
Strange.
That was not a threat. Everything. My existence is a threat. My existence is a threat. I am a threat. I am a threat. I am a threat.
What's the matter, baby?
I'm a threat.
Go sit down.
I'm a threat.
Go sit down.
Okay.
Sorry. You're my church.
Sorry.
Respect.
Sorry.
That's what I thought.
Respect your private property. Okay.
Sure.
I don't. Ideologically, I don't believe in it, but physically, I'm terrified of you with the antlers.
A mix of rationalism, ethical veganism, anarchism, and other value systems.
Just other value systems, just a fucking hot pot, ideological like crock pot. Yeah, it's been cooking for too long. Everything's just like deteriorated into slop. It's like gruel. Yeah, it's bad. When Smug and I's manic days line up, it's
ideology,
weird. Yeah,
and reason to commit violence. Stuff like thinking it's reasonable to avoid paying rent and defending oneself from being evicted.
Wait, they're talking about that as if that's completely unreasonable.
Well, it's a rationalist ideology, dude.
Well, yeah, which obviously is a bit anarchist. All right, scroll down.
It's all right, Salty. You don't need to kick him out yet.
Okay. So, so their first big moment was this protest at a rationalist event. I think it's like the Center for Rationalism or something. CFAR, I think it's called. This is the one where they dressed up in like freaky suits and started handing out flyers.
I saw that they wore Guy Fawkes masks and one.
Yes, yeah, because like, they steal pop culture.
Yeah, they're just using, which is fair enough. Like, I think it's a bit cringe, but like, you may as well use the symbology of the time in order to make your point. It's lame, but
the time being what, 2019?
Well, this happened in 2019. Yeah, I mean, like, they're trying to appeal to rationalists. These are all like fucking quartering style nerds, barely a couple of years out of Gamergate.
They're trying to get into the Ayla birthday gangbang.
Yeah, true. This was all a cry out to Ayla. Yeah. Okay. So the group said they were protesting sexual misconduct inside the rationalist group. Oh no, they didn't want the gangbang. They wanted to stop the gangbangs.
Someone's doing gangbang inside the rationalized group.
I'm pretty sure only a few of them went to know about this protest, and they actually, they had to call in a SWAT team because one of them had a gun.
Oh my god!
Sorry, this is an Avengers level threat. Wiz, you don't know about Ayla's birthday gangbang? There's no way
I do know
you
about
don't know
this.
that. Okay. So you were like, you said it with surprise, as if she did the maths. Yeah, she did the monster maths. All right, scroll.
Excuse me, can you explain that?
No.
Can you? Whoa.
What, explain the monster
maths? You trying to say maths rhymes with mash?
I think so, yeah.
And she did
all
the
same letters
mash?
except for a T. She did the monster maths. She did the monster mash. Yeah, it looks great. In my accent, it's perfect.
Do you know what month it is? It's February.
October? Oh, too early for the monster mash.
Like, I might be dressed like this, but it doesn't mean it.
Yeah. You gave me Halloween vibes. You lie, but you literally are wearing your Halloween costume from last year. No. You hack lazy fraud.
No.
Yes, I noticed that.
No.
Yes, and then you glued a couple of antlers to your gas mask.
Sorry, landlord attack.
This is a hodgepodge. Oh, landlord
attack.
Whoa, my favorite. Okay, let's have a look.
We moved into vans and box trucks. on property owned by Curtis Lind in Vallejo, about 30 miles north of San Francisco.
To murder your landlord. Like, what a weird choice. It is. So this is kind of a weirdly anarchist. It's like, this is the downside. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say this.
Crazy people antics equals anarchism. Anarchism already has
That's what it means to him.
a bad name.
Aaron, you're literally not an anarchist. Like, I don't know why you're fighting me on this. Why is this? Who is this? Who are you fighting for? I'm the only anarchist in this room.
He will take whatever anarchist description makes him seem the coolest without doing anything.
That's anarchism, baby.
Anarchism, for the most part, is a leftist tradition, and even though I'm not an anarchist, I feel this like instinctive need to defend my little like autistic brother, you know. And you're making it look crazy.
Anarchism is anti-leftist, anti-democratic, and pragmatic. Okay, it was literally built in reaction to the failures of socialism. It is post-socialism. Okay, so declaring it leftist is Twitter speak. It's not real.
Do we have any anarchists in chat? Do you guys want to endorse this?
Angry Knees is about to write 4 paragraphs ripping me to shreds and being entirely accurate while doing so. Okay.
Trailer parks are now anarchists. You heard it here first from Smug. Continue.
Well, to be fair, Emma's van was amazing. It had a refrigerator, freezer, and a microwave.
See, that's anarchism. Awesome. You're telling me that's not anarchist coded? You're telling me that's not anarchist coded? Being amazed that a microwave exists?
She lived in
Wiz, you need live chat so that Lily can take up more space.
This is live chat. Hey, you gonna cover the next bit, Smug, or do you want me to?
What? No, go ahead.
An elderly couple is killed in Pennsylvania. What the?
You love killing old people.
Yeah, they shot.
These weren't just people; these were landlords, to my understanding.
Oh my god! Yeah, they pulled up. They shot them both.
Landlords bracket slur.
Killed them. Were they actually landlords?
I'm pretty sure. It's like their landlord specifically.
Wait, no, this isn't Lynn.
No, this is a separate.
Sorry, that's a separate instance. Yeah, you're thinking
so they attacked this landlord.
Yeah,
a guy called Curtis Lind, and then later they killed an elderly couple.
So what's the goal of this?
So they killed the parents. They killed the parents of one of the people in the cult. So I imagine this is some kind of revenge killing or something. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I guess we don't have the full story on this one, but it seems like they've basically murdered someone's parents.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is so far. This is just giving off like
or whatever.
Gay anarchist vibes. You saying? No,
it is very Manson family. Yeah.
Yeah. So, the Mansons were anarchists. Just to be clear.
This is the they invented anarchism, as I understand it. Yeah. No, actually, I don't know enough about the Manson family to really judge their ideology.
As someone who saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I know they all got killed by a can of baked beans. That's true.
And
they went on the run after attacking the guy. Unbelievable. We're doing the research right now. We're learning. Okay, we want to find out about this story together because we love you. Okay, we want to figure out what's going on. All right, we're giving real reads.
Now the landlord is found dead.
Very important stuff. Yeah. For a kind man. Aw. I mean, he was a landlord.
His throat was cut. He died. The same guy, Lind. His throat was cut. He died. Not far from where he was attacked the first time.
So the part I'm least interested in, to be honest, is the murders. Like, sure, a cult murders a bunch of people. What I'm more interested in is the ideological backgrounding.
Yeah, people die every day. Who cares?
Literally, though. But what's more interesting is like the ideological groundwork that they were trying to lay, the weird little kind of comparisons we've got to Psychic War. And
okay, very quickly though, get through the fucking timeline. 2 times speed.
What do you mean? We've got it. And
so they shot a border patrol agent. Sort of
please don't let 4 in or on the stream, or it's just gonna be about what anarchism is. Or is this true?
Anarchism is whatever I say it is.
And then, after killing the border patrol agent, 2 people connected to the Z's group. Z's fled, right? They've ran away. We don't know where they've gone, right? And that's the most recent update. Jesus Christ, you can even finish the timeline?
No.
Yeah, you're the worst. Okay, things escalated. They killed a border patrol agent. They fired on officers. Youngblood was arrested.
Or Youngblood.
Her name's Teresa Youngblood. And then
Jesus Christ.
The final thing is this. What?
What was that notification?
That was me. That was.
Don't worry about it.
Huh?
Why are you still holding the dagger?
If you don't stop misrepresenting anarchism, you're not gonna like where you find this dagger.
You're not even an anarchist. You're not even an anarchist. Jesus. Look, every socialist.
If you're not
has
an
to accept
anarchist,
that
I want you to take the word out your damn mouth.
the communists were socialists, and they fucking murdered millions. What do you want from me? Yes, there are bad anarchists. Why? How is this misrepresenting anarchists? You can't just say, oh, they're not real anarchists. Yes, they're anarchists who are violent and insane. The ideology is not dangerous because these freaks had it. That was not the reason to kill people. Yeah, well, Zadokism isn't real, okay?
Zadokism is more accurate than whatever you're doing, bro.
Trust me, it isn't, alright? Zadokism is just liberalism with fewer steps.
Yeah, you could just be wherever you want it to be, dude. That's what you said.
Jesus.
Huh? You got a counter? You got a little argument in you? In your tummy?
No, I wasn't even listening. No true anarchist bullshit. I'm literally doing the opposite. I'm saying they're all anarchists. They're all validly anarchists.
So Zanarchist is real?
Aaron is the one, except for him. Aaron is the one who is saying that they're not real anarchists just because they did some murder. I'm sorry. There's a long and storied history of murder by lefty anarchists, alright?
What did they do that was anarchist other than living in a trailer park and being poor?
Yes, exactly what Liz just said.
I'm sorry. So if you so if you don't
do you think if they weren't poor, they'd be killing landlords?
They're not anarchists.
Okay, let's be honest.
They're just guys that hate landlords so far, and girls.
This group did more. Now listen, their praxis was misguided, but what I will say
praxis didn't start.
It did. They did protests.
They've accidentally killed several people. They went to one protest and then accidentally killed 3 people.
That's more than most Twitter users, okay? Most anarchists.
What's that going to do with anarchism? Where's the link?
This is literally this is the fight. Well, because we need to look at the ideology, right? We need to look at what they were actually trying to prevent.
We're talking about
writing about veganism than I did about anarchism from these people.
Oh, no.
That's why.
Oh, no. Oh no.
Yeah, I know, because that implicates us both because we're both vegan.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to steer them towards anarchism to save the vegan angle because that's the one that we're going to get more shit on. I think.
But I'm not surprised, right? Veganism is still fringe, so it's going to attract weird people. So I'm not surprised that I see stuff like this pop up every now and then.
Yeah, it's very fringe when I go to my fucking supermarket and it's got a vegan aisle. And I think anyone shopping here at any point could fucking be murdering their landlords and border patrol agents.
I mean, I could. Have you seen? You haven't seen me in the vegan section, bro. Let me tell you, when that tofu XL smoked is the last one there, we go fucking
free from meat Lincolnshire sausages. Yeah. They might be held by a fucking mass murderer.
Yeah, we very slowly and limply go feral and attack each other. It's like the Hunger Games, except we're all hungry all the time.
It's Hungry Games.
We're never getting enough calories. Yeah.
Even Hungrier Games.
Veganism is more common in cults than anarchism, Smug. I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it! I know! Very sad. It's almost like the contradictions in the consumption cycle yield very, very useful little gaps that can be exploited for things like cults. Wow!
So they're vegan ISIS.
Based. That's so based. Okay.
That would be sick, to be honest.
All right.
I already didn't eat pork. Wouldn't be that hard, right?
I want to traverse a little bit of this article because I think this breaks into the veganism stuff a little bit.
When you say diverse, you need to scroll down.
Yes, but cinematically, you fucking retard. Jesus Christ. Right. He wouldn't admit whether he stabbed a landlord, but he is happy to put out a little statement on veganism. Yay. These are my little brothers and sisters and siblings, referring to animals. They're yours too, and they've been fighting all this time over generation upon generation.
Oh, so they're a furry?
Death upon death upon death. So that one day, maybe, someone might grow up enough to save their children's 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 children. Wow, this is shit rhetoric. This is not actually brilliant. This is like pretty weak.
This is why they can't be anarchists.
This is anarchism, guys. This is theory.
Why are you so mad? Oh, sorry. Explain to me how they're not anarchists.
You haven't even
how have they done anything that's anarchist?
I don't need to.
They're poorly living vans? Is that your idea of anarchism?
Vanarchism, yeah. I've been saying vanarchism this whole time.
They kill people out of convenience. Every time they got like caught, their first reason was just like kill the person. You asked me for rent twice? Okay. Fucking kill him. Yeah, oh my god, I accidentally come across two old people. They're like, what are you doing out so late? Kill them.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm trying to cross the border? Pow, 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 pow. Anarchism, baby.
You realize
that's what he did. If he Vendetta, every time he came across anyone that was like a doorman, he just fucking killed them and went like, I vicariously venomous anarchism.
Wait. But is that not the most anarchist solution to every problem? Like,
murder?
You encounter.
I think that's also the fascist solution to every problem.
No, because the anarchists will walk up to a border and they're like, "Oh, you're not letting me do anything I want. I'm free associating."
I think fascists do that as well, bro.
Bam, 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 and then they just like kill the person and like, "I'm free associating into the next zone. I'm going this way now." And then they walk into a landlord. They're like, "Pay rent," and you're like, "Bam, bam, 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 bam." It's great. It's amazing. It's based. It's very funny.
Be a different story if they dismantled the border, but they just killed one guy.
They dismantled one guy's worth of border. I mean, you know, it's more than Twitter's done.
What do you want to bet?
More than Twitter's done.
Doesn't border control have dogs? Did they kill the dog as well?
I am really worried we're going to find out
that wouldn't be vegan. That wouldn't be vegan if they did that. So I'm sure they spread the dog.
I'm highly concerned we're going to find out at some point that they're ANCAPs.
I feel like go free. The dog just savages them to death.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay.
You're free now. You're no longer enslaved. Go be an anarchist. It's his anarchistic rights to destroy us.
Okay. He wanted to dictate. I can't believe all of this is just tweeting at Yudkowsky. Do you know Yudkowsky? He's like the guy who's like, he's one of the AI doomers, and he's also like one of the biggest figures in the rationalist community.
Yeah, definitely not.
He's that guy who looks like comic book guy. He's that guy. You may have seen pictures of him on Twitter or something. That's true, actually. Yeah, that's not far off. But yeah, he's basically an AI doomer. He's a rationalist. He's kind of cringe and weird and lame.
That doesn't sound like a rationalist at all.
Shut up! They're all autistic freaks. Yeah, they're refusing the domination of state violence by wielding extra legal violence. It's beautiful. Look, if your neighborhood is the four of you, and you've locally voted to summarily execute the border agent that's currently stopping you from trespassing,
Slater said, "We need to have a crisis of faith about whether animals are people. It is critical to save the world." What the fuck about murdering your trailer park owner and a border patrol man?
Their understanding of rationalism, I really do think, is not like a thought process to help you come to better conclusions. It's like, let's do whatever we want. Let's not pay rent. Let's kill landlords. And then we'll post-hoc rationalize it. We'll post-hoc rationalize it. And then we'll call that engaging in rationalism.
Well, hold on. Do you mean
I'm rationalizing my actions.
No, wait. What is rationalism? Aaron? Yeah, exactly.
It's that funny thing in your skin when your skin goes red.
Oh my god. No, that's Russian. That's Russian, Wiz. You're confused. You're thinking
you're going too fast.
Wait. It's when you save for the end of the world.
When you're Russian.
Basically it's like it's the ideological ascension of like empiricism. That's by the way, they're wrong, obviously, but this is the idea, is that you can just science your way out of everything, that reason and logic is the basis of like all philosophical thought and epistemic thought is based in like logic and reason. So in other words, you could basically like craft an entire moral and philosophical foundation just purely based off of logic, hence rationalism, right? You're building everything on foundations of logic, maths, whatever. So they think that they arrive at like a fundamental conclusion about the objective state of morality in the universe just based on thinky. It started with like it's been around for a while, but then these guys are basically like the modern online rationalists. Basically, they're super Reddit. That's pretty much the best way I can describe it. They're super Redditors. And then the post-rats are basically people who left the rationalist movement and criticized it and basically built new things on top of it. I am a post-rat a little bit. I was never a rationalist, but my anti-empiricism probably is sourced in some post-rat tendencies. Sure.
Rat, bro.
I think it's fair to cite my influences, and post-rationalism may be a part of it.
You're freaking rap, bro.
Sounds like quant propaganda. These are, by the way, guys, these are the gigaquants, right? Like the rationalists are the quantist quants. They are the most powerful, or sorry, not the most powerful, the most ideologically opposed enemy of the psychic war. So the post-rats, understandably, are kind of on our side because they have positioned themselves entirely against rationalism. So anyway, yeah, no, keep going. So yeah, basically they're just yapping about veganism here. Wait, scroll up to the quotes. The quotes are the interesting part. The video is useless. A bright 5-year-old would be confused about how you could possibly be so confident in such a frankly wishy-washy model as to kill and eat these aliens who scream and struggle when you try to kill them. He told Yudkowsky to take at least 24 hours alone, free of distraction, or maybe 30 days. Well, you know, they're other species, so... You should not wait to stop eating flesh and animal products until afterward. You should stop now if you haven't already. You should have already. Eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or Cliff Bars or something. What is... Oh my god.
What is a Cliff Bar?
Okay. The anarchist is like...
bar.
It's a granola bar? Like Jesus.
It's like a little...
It's like,
I wonder where they fall in honey being vegan.
These people are worried about worms and ants, so they probably are not cool with honey.
That's so based.
That's probably why they said they were speaking for themselves and not the rest of the cult, because they were encouraging the consumption of honey.
What? Oh, you think so? Yeah. Actually, that peanut butter probably has the normal number of like blended spiders.
Butter.
In it,
That's what I thought.
I'm not butthurt. You're butthurt. Leave me alone.
Me.
But anyway, I think there is some level of anarchist reasoning behind some of this. They tried to create a communal living structure. They fought back against capitalist structures trying to deny them that. They demanded free travel to the point of murdering a border agent. Like, you can interpret a lot of this as misguided anarchist activism. To be clear, none of this is useful.
Sorry. So what would the guided version of that be?
I don't know. Like,
if it's misguided.
Well, I can't. I'm just
What's
saying.
the guided real anarchist alternative to killing a border officer?
Don't kill the debate them into an anarchist position.
What's the real anarchist alternative to killing 2 old people in their car?
Spike them both with ayahuasca so that they reassess their egos and come.
Make them fall asleep with one eye open. You mean?
Yeah. Inject one half of their brain with psychedelics and let the other half experience it.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
Snyder's statement? Nice.
Is this a bot? That's so interesting.
Snyder's statement. Eliza Yudkowsky, you need to have a crisis of faith. First, I am not one of Ziz's friends, and neither she nor her friends endorse me or my words so far as I know. I speak only for myself, as myself, for the sake of everyone. This I swear on my laws. Capitalized. With that out of the way. Eliza, you need to have a crisis of faith about whether animals are people. It is critical to saving the world. I am one of your students, and I am desperately trying to reach out to you, not to ask for your help, but because it's the best gamble I can think of to increase the chance that this world survives with what little power I have left. So please read this all the way through. It is your duty as a rationalist, and the least you can do for me. I will not be going very deeply into the object level argument because they are not the problem. The object level issue is very simple. I know you have a model where a certain level and kind of I can't read it. What is reflexivity is necessary to be a person. I think a bright 5-year-old would be able to tell you that even if that model seems plausible, it is a terrible reason to kill and eat aliens who scream when you beat their babies to death against the floor. A bright 5-year-old would be confused about how you could possibly be so confident in such a frankly wishy-washy model as to kill and eat those aliens who scream and struggle when you try to kill them. So I don't think object level arguments will help. The problem is I just want to comment on the aliens thing. This is how fucked up rationalists are, that you have to express things in terms of like science fiction language in order for them to feel empathy for something. Like, they will feel more empathy for something if it's an alien because they think about aliens all the fucking time than if you explain that it's like a baby pig. It's insane. It's deranged. Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? That's why they're saying alien. It's to appeal to the irrationalist community. They're obsessed with aliens.
The problem is you and your own failures as a rationalist, which is why instead I'm trying to get you to apply your own damn art. I'm trying to get you to take the problem seriously, to actually think about it, and to make a sincere effort to really, really imagine the world where you're wrong. I think it will help you to know a little more about me and my situation. I'm Maximilian Bentley Snyder, and...
Wait, you mispronounced that. Maximilian Bentley Snyder! Okay, please continue.
Smug with the assist. And, okay, and pronounce this correctly for me.
Order of the Library!
Thank you. I'm 22 years old. Whoa, they looked way older than 22.
They looked ratty as fuck for a 22-year-old. Goddamn. Okay. That's anarchist as fuck, okay? They've been living...
What, not washing?
They've been living as an actual post-rat. They didn't understand the equation.
What is anarchist to you? Just like murdering people and not showering?
I didn't say anarchist. Why do you keep hearing anarchist?
You just said anarchist.
Post-rat. I said post-rat.
You said that's anarchist as fuck.
Oh yeah, looking like shit is anarchist as fuck. That's true.
That's why I'm asking. What the fuck do you think anarchist is? Just not washing and fucking killing people?
It's when you have the correct political positions, i.e. my political positions.
As I said, I'm one of your students, though not one you've particularly mentored. Just one of the many who've learned from you. You can find me in your DMs and in the LA Perfect as... Oh dear. I talked with you about a cool impossibility proof that I came up with, and you advised me not to let academic types push me towards obscuring its simplicity. It ended up winning an AI Alignment Award prize. I'm the best 2014 D&D SC optimizer in the world, and very likely came up with over half of the known tech for it. I think you might find it pretty cool as a fellow student of GGAX. I'm currently in
Hold on. You didn't read that one wrong. You read that one wrong.
Gygax.
I'm the best D&D 5e optimizer in the world, and very likely came up with over half of the known tech for it. I think you might find that pretty cool as a fellow student of Gygax. That's it. There you go.
Thanks. I'm currently in the Solano County Jail, and I might never see my friends again. I've been choosing to be strong because there's nothing the world gains from me being weak, and I've been thinking about how to get through to you. Why is this so important? First, animals being people has obvious pervasive implications about the world, the current strategic situation, and humanity. You could have been much more pessimistic about humanity much sooner and avoided starting the AI arms race, for example. You can think more about that stuff after your crisis of faith, though. How generous. Second, you're stuck. Your art has stagnated. You are going in circles. Maybe you're inching forward. It's hard to tell, but if you are, it's not enough. What happened to your Tsuyoki Naruto? What happened to shutting up and doing the impossible? Now you're dying with dignity instead? What would the Elizer who had just wrote about shutting up and doing the impossible think of death with dignity? Do you think he'd be impressed? You can do so much better than this. Your art has so much further to go, and this is what's holding you back. Third, those are my little brothers and sisters and siblings. They're yours too, and they've been fighting all this time, over generation upon generation, death upon death upon death, so that one day, maybe, someone might grow up enough to save their children's 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 children. And now we humanity are here, and you are killing them. Stop. You need to stop treating this as an exercise. You need to stop being satisfied with an answer that seems plausible without engaging your full emotional cognition, without grasping the stakes. You have a lot of experience with what that looks like from the outside, don't you?
Don't grasp the stakes. That's the whole point. Oh, he fumbled it. God damn it, dude.
It's how everyone else has been treating the impending end of the world and the consequent.
Sorry, everyone. Just 1 second. So that was a steak joke that it was like steak the meat instead of steak like steaks. I just want to make sure that was a steak joke that I was making. About your gambling addiction. Yeah, actually, this stream is a sponsored ad for steak. Yeah, no, that. So really, it was a triple joke. I just want everyone to be aware that was a meats joke. That was a vegan meats joke. See, we can be cool and fun too.
What?
You've been screaming and they've been choosing not to listen, choosing to treat it as a mere topic of debate for a career, for a life path. Well, now I am screaming about this. I am trying very, very hard to do it in a way that you won't immediately dismiss. How confident are you in your model? Exactly. Imagine if a traveler from true civilization came to you and then, no, animals are, and then, no, animals are definitely people. We've been working on saving them and uplifting them and so on. And so on. so that we can finally talk to all of our little brothers and sisters and siblings and play together in the sunlight without fear. How surprised would you be? What would that update feel like? Have you ever imagined something like this before? I would be surprised if you had, especially if you had in detail, as more than an image quickly dismissed. You've taken far, far too long to aim the full force of your art at this facet of reality. There is not time for you to dilly-dally any longer. I was not quick to go vegan. It wasn't hard for me to realize that even a small chance that I might be wrong about eating animals was important, but then I fought a rear guard retreat against the truth. I told myself that this marginal effects on the quality and convenience of my nutrition were more important than the lives I was eating because I was fighting to save the world against the explicit advice of others who used to think that too. It felt wrong, and over the course of a few weeks, I stopped eating chicken, then flesh. What? Then animal products in general. Even then, I didn't grasp the gravity of the
I went fully vegan overnight, by the way. This is some weak ass shit. I just flipped over.
Then flesh.
So cool, dude.
This is
I think it's weird that he put flesh in chicken
from like 2.5 years ago. Like word for word.
This is what? Sorry.
A Smug stream.
No, it's not.
Years ago.
I was dude. I was talking about
these exactly. You're both vegan.
I was talking about fucking dogs. I was dog fucking. It was different. Dude. I was funny. I made it funny. I made it fun. I made it fun. This is lame. This is boring. I made it fun. I made it fun. Come here.
No, dude.
I'm feeling huggy. No, come back.
Get away, little boy. I think it's weird that he's trying to make the argument for veganism that you have to see animals literally as people instead of just saying they're worthy of moral consideration like people are afforded.
Conceding the nutrition point is fucking insane if you're trying to convince a rationalist community whose entire purpose is about delaying entropy. And
I don't think, no, you shouldn't lie about that. I feel like vegans overemphasize the health claims like way too much usually.
It's not lying. It's just not, it's about not conceding that to a fucking rationalist group. Vegan nutrition can be beneficial for your average Westerner, but I just like, that's basically the thing, right? Like, essentially, being vegan is just straight up better than the standard American diet and the standard sort of Western diet, for the most part. Like, generally speaking, you'll probably be healthier on, like, an average-to-average comparison. Obviously, any restriction would, in theory, you know, give you lesser access to certain micronutrients or whatever, so as opposed to anything. So obviously the most ideal diet probably wouldn't be a vegan one, just definitionally, because any restriction could potentially be annoying for someone's dietary requirements. But for the most part, the average vegan diet will be better than the average Western diet. And if you're one of these people who pretends you're not eating the standard Western diet while ordering fucking Uber Eats more than once or twice a week, then you're an idiot. Shut up. Die.
Or door dashing.
Or door dashing, sorry, I don't know what the American thing is.
You need to allocate at least 24 hours alone, free of distraction. For something this important, 30 days or more would be better. You should not wait to stop eating flesh and animal products until afterwards. You should stop now if you haven't already. You should have already, in parentheses. Eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or Cliff Bars or something. You should, it's not, you can be a cheap, lazy vegan and avoid eating stuff like that.
What is Dominion?
It's like a vegan documentary about factory farming.
Oh, I thought it was anime.
And imagine that those are alien children.
Like the Evangelion of vegan documentaries.
Why do so many vegans fall into this pitfall of trying to get you to like, why are you trying to, if you're trying to say that animals are people, he's like, keep imagining them as not people. Actually imagine them as aliens. Like getting further and further away from them. Being understood as humans. It's so stupid. So many vegans will do this.
But that's the only part of his language that is directed towards the rationalist community. They're trying to like reframe it in a sense that, because rationalists are constantly like, what is the exact programmatic phrase I would tell the alien that beamed me up specifically in order to make sure that they would be friendly and benefit humanity? Like they're constantly obsessing about these like weird logic puzzles with aliens and shit. So this is, I think,
that sounds like name the trait.
I think I'm friendly. I think that's why people like me.
What?
Oh, I have funny ideas. I thought she was asking me to name a trait about myself that I like. I think what is woke?
Fallout, New Vegas.
No, specifically, I think Ashfall is woke. I very hate it because of a guy who DM'd me.
Dude, you gotta stop putting this in the games.
I disavow woke Fallout craft. All right.
I'm falling out over it, bro.
I can't believe they have more money than either of you in their checking account. It's fucking crazy.
No, look at this. Look at this. Sorry, I've skipped ahead. But holy... Sorry.
Whoa.
I'm not You will not regret spending at least 24 hours on this. I'm not in a position to make bets easily, but I am more than willing to bet what I can. There are around $6,000 left. Some weird way to say that. left in my checking account. I don't know yet how and when I would be able to get it to you, but I'm willing to bet it without hesitation. In about 2 years and what are they betting?
So, get ready for this. Wait, hold on. All this I am willing to bet against only the expected good that would come of you having the crisis of faith on the claim that you will not regret spending at least 24 hours on it. This is another huge rationalist thing. They're constantly doing this like weird betting thing because of some fucking studies that said like, oh, actually Destiny
all users of stake.com are rationalists. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, literally. They're like, well, humans will always come to better conclusions if they put real financial consequences on everything. So they do this really fucking lame shit where they're constantly placing bets.
You were actually in a rationalist convention. You just didn't know it yet.
Yeah. True.
That's awesome, actually.
You're a gambling rat.
In about 2 years and 3 months, I'm supposed to receive a portion of a trust. Of course, this person's like a fucking trust fund kid.
Yeah, look at it.
Should amount to
$200,000.
Minus half of my legal fees. Then I'm willing to bet whatever is left of it. Also, I'm not attached to the legal fees either compared to this. All this I'm willing to bet against the only expected good that would come of you having the crisis of faith. You will not regret.
This is a $200,000 tweet. This is a $200,000 tweet. It's a $200,000 tweet.
Are we sure we're not meaning like libertarian or something? No income tax on that bitch.
Wiz. Rationalists are libertarians. Yes, you're right. This is a post-rationalist. They went through the pipeline.
They're not an anarchist.
So they're giving away all their money. They're giving away all their money to try and achieve. They're giving away all their money to try and attain some kind of utilitarian good. Yeah, I saw what you said. It was stupid, so I didn't engage with it.
But is that right though?
He's literally giving away all his money. Read it.
Is that right though?
He's donating 200 grand.
Is that right though?
He's a little boy. Get out of his face.
He's donating 200K. Yeah, you're not the Dalai Lama. Don't kiss me. Okay.
What?
He's donating 200. Don't suck my tongue. Don't suck my little boy tongue. But yeah, they are literally doing $200,000 worth of vegan praxis for senselessly, pointlessly, ineffectively. But ideologically, this is consistent with anarchism.
I'm donating $200,000 to aliens.
God, they could have donated that to our stream. We were so close. We literally aligned with them ideologically on everything. They could have been our biggest whale. Fuck, man. Oh, we were 2 years away. Awesome. We were 2 years away.
I don't expect you to take me up on this bet for various reasons, but on my pride as a rationalist, I'm willing. Do not selfishly dismiss the spirit of my offer. You of all people should be able to tell how hard I've been trying, in good faith, to get through to you. If even this is not enough, if even this is something you choose to ignore, you will not merely have failed your art. You will have insulted it, desecrated it, held up a sham in its place.
I think what I would like to we've got the general thrust of the story. Okay, there's a vegan death cult, anarchist, rationalist, whatever. They're begging for attention. They're trying to turn rationalists vegan. That's one of their pet projects. What I want to look at now, and chat, this is where you begin to participate in the story, is there is an insane schizo blog, very much like podscum.gg, that contains all of the schizo ramblings of the cult. We're going to have a look at the blog. We're going to find some funny blog articles. And I'm going to post the link in chat, and you guys can click. And you can, if you donate, we'll just jump straight to the blog article that you're most interested in us doing an analysis of. We're going to do like a little bit of psychic war analysis of it, because it's all very much in our sort of creepy, crazy blogosphere. Very fun.
Spooky, scary.
Spooky, scary. Wiz, I want you to choose based on the posts on the right-hand side, whichever one sounds the most interesting to you. And then
the Matrix is a system intersects brains and conceptual warfare, good grip and pacifist doom, rationalist feet, negative punching evil. That sounds good. What? Punching evil?
Punching evil?
Probably.
Okay, all right, let's go.
Gates vampires and more undeath. Hero capture, assimilation, lies about honesties. Choices made long ago. I thought it said Lego.
It looks so much like my blog. It's crazy.
I thought it says choices made Lego. And I was going to be like, that's definitely the one we're doing. The O'Brien technique, is that, do we reckon that's a Star Trek reference?
Oh god, I bet it is. Can you do it?
Fusion. Don't fight your default mode network. Ancient wisdom.
I bet that one's exciting for you.
The judgment. False faces. Self-blackmail.
Narrative breadcrumbs versus grizzly bear. These are crazy. DRM ontology. Oh god, they're using DRM to describe. Oh god. So basically, you know how my psychic war shit is all like funny sci cog war memes. These guys have done the exact same thing, except they've made it like cringe computer nerd shit.
It's my journey to dark side. Okay.
All right, let's do a little bit of analysis. Let's find out what the fuck is going on here. Epistemic status, corrections and comments. Okay, this is already a bad start. 2 years ago, I began doing a fundamental thing very differently in my mind, which directly preceded and explained me gaining the core of my unusual mental tech.
Ooh.
Okay, so mental tech, we're going to translate to, I guess,
I
like
already like that term.
Really? I don't like it. It's rational.
Mental tech.
Gross. It's gross. Here's what the lever I pulled was labeled
fucking mental tech.
Okay, reject morality. Never do the right thing because it's the right thing. Never even think that concept or ask that question unless it's to model what others will think. And then always in quotes and treat it as radioactive. Make the source of sentiment inside you that made you learn to care about what was the right thing express itself some other way. But even the line between that sentiment and the rest of your values is a mind control virus inserted by a society of flesh-eating monsters to try and turn you against yourself and toward your will. Reject that concept. Drop every concept tainted by their influence. Okay. Yeah, I pretty much completely agree with this. This is actually straight up anarchist theory. So basically, the idea is that they're basically saying that any moral system is essentially an authoritarian structure built into you, instilled into you by circumstances outside of your consent and control. Sure, why not? So basically what they're saying is that you essentially should reject the foundations that you were instilled with from society and then come to your own conclusions anew. Don't you can model them for utility, but you shouldn't believe them deep down. I would say basically that this is for the most part I think how I actually operate, which is you know, now the reason I operate this way, I think is because I nuked my brains with psychedelics when I was like 17, 18, and I reconstructed my entire sense of self when I was already an adult, which meant I had a lot more control over what I would end up being. Is my guess, is what I think has happened. So I don't really have a whole lot of like baggage in terms of like moral frameworks, or I guess what some people would call like a superego. And I guess that's kind of what they're doing here. They want to reject the moral frame because that is an authoritarian structure that was like instilled in them. So it kind of makes sense. You know, the irrational implicit morality inside you is not something you chose, and it's not necessarily something that is adherent to any real morality, right? It's just based on tradition and culture and your upbringing.
No, bro.
Okay. Kind of extreme version of a thing I think I got some of from the Center for Rationalist Thought and Nate Soros, which jived well with my meta-ethics. This is hard. If a concept has a word for it, it comes from outside. If it has motive force, it is taking it from something from inside. God, they write... Okay, Wiz, you have to be honest with me. I don't write this badly.
No, you do.
Really? Oh,
it's a fucking pain in the arse to read.
Sorry. Wait. He admitted he reads my blog. Haha! I tricked him. He reads my blog. He admitted he's trying to read it because he cares about me and he loves
Squishing Frogs, and I thought it was about me.
It was about you, actually. It was literally me. It was a hate piece about you.
Okay, I'll be honest. I've read the first one sentence of every blog post.
That's great.
And we're like,
that's good. That's all you need, really. Yeah. If an ideal, let that which is outside beat that which is inside, has motive force. That force comes from inside. Even Duck said you're right. What the fuck is motive force? When did Duck say that?
She was like, "Oh, his writing sucks."
What? Duck? What the hell? You write better than this? Thank you, Angry Knees. Appreciate Angry Knees,
you're lying.
I don't keep you around as an ego boost. Definitely not. No. Yeah, Wiz just opens every new blog, Control F Wiz, 0 results, leaves.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I need to see, dude. It's the only important part.
Yeah. Literally philosophy 101 shit. The root word for moral is Latin mos, meaning custom. Yeah, to be clear, as always, rationalists are just reinventing like base level philosophical concepts and then claiming them as like some enlightened logical center, which, to be clear, I am also doing every day.
I know. Do you know what? Okay. It's all the autistic people agreeing with that your writing's good. Is there something in there?
Well, I do.
Self-awareness, maybe?
I think so. No, there is actually something in there, and it's a level 1 concept that I can't speak out in public. Sorry. There's a reason for that, though. It is real. It's all probably mostly made of anticipated counterfactuals, lending the concept weight by fictive reinforcement based on what you expect will happen if you follow or don't follow the concept. Okay, so basically they're just talking about like social reinforcement. God, they really could just use some fucking basic like language. This would be one I would drop into ChatGPT, guys, and just be like, write this as if it's for a 10-year-old, and it'll probably come out better. If obey the word of God gets to be the figurehead as most visible piece of your mind that promises to intervene to stop you from murdering out of road rage when you fleetingly, in a torrent of inner simulations, imagine an enraging road situation that gets stronger and comes to speak for whatever underlying feeling made that a thing you'd want to be rescued from. Yep, that's definitely a Smug sentence. I will admit that. It comes to speak for an underlying aversion that is more natively part of you, and in holding that position, it can package deal in pieces of behavior you never would have chosen on their own. Okay, so basically there's this idea that it's almost like morality is like it's like a, well, it's an overall
morality
thing
like
that
morality.
Yes, that's what I mean. He is the origin of all.
You got morality.
The commentary community.
You said
morality, yeah. Well, no, it's definitely morality. Morality. I've got morality.
Yeah, but you don't see morality.
So basically they say, hey, the thing that will stop you killing people is God, and you don't want to kill people, so we're going to give you this concept of God, but that concept of God carries with it lots of other concepts, like, I don't know, eating animals and being rude to women and stuff like that. So basically using it as liking Transformers, exactly. Things that are just completely untenable and unreasonable and immoral. Yeah. So they're basically saying, okay, great. This is the original scam. This is the, hey, you need a reason not to kill people. But actually, what they're saying is that you would probably be able to arrive at a reason not to kill people, even without God. And God is a crutch that carries with it some additional baggage.
And a woman.
Wow. Yes, she is a crutch. Here's a piece of fiction headcanon I held close at hand through this. Peace is a lie, there is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power.
That's the Sith code.
I gain victory.
I'm killing myself.
Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. The Force shall free me? No!
That's the Sith code.
Do what they want deep
which
down.
Also, Cyan, isn't canon. The Sith code is not canon.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset because this is the point of this blog article where Wiz has relevant commentary.
Yeah, that's the Sith code, bro.
It's over. It's the takeover. Okay, Wiz. All right, this is your part. Fuck.
What?
Oh, you want me to keep reading it? I can keep reading it. Aaron!
Hello.
Hi. I didn't cough.
Star Wars.
The Sith do what they want deep down. They remove all obstructions to that and express their true values. All obstructions to what is within flowing to without. They're arguing that the Sith are have the body without organs. This is a Delusian analysis of the Sith being based. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna kill myself. If you have a certain nature,
the problem with the Sith though is it's an Ouroboros. It's a snake eating its own tail. Like that's the whole point of it. It's not sustaining. Because it corrupts. Sorry, go on.
Well, okay, that might actually... either they don't understand Star Wars as well as you, which is entirely possible because you are more autistic
no one
than
does.
any man I've ever met in my life. No one does. But... what is this? What is that? Someone explain what
these evil things?
It's angry. It's angry at us. Google it. It's the start of an ARG. It's the start of an ARG, I guarantee it. It's like some horrible hunt. We're the next target of murder, dude. It's coming.
Someone has to claim these donations.
Why are these attacks not being claimed?
In chat, DM me.
Wiz, no organized terrorist organization has admitted to the attacks. They're not claiming it. I don't know what's happening.
You've got a real email address.
Oh no! Don't mention the email address. All right.
I won't.
If you have a certain nature, this will straight turn you evil. That is a feature, not a bug. For whatever would turn every last person good is a thing that comes from outside people. For those whose true volition is evil, the adoption of such a practice is a dirty trick that subverts and corrupts them. It serves a healthy mind for its immune system to fight against, contain, weaken, sandbox, meter the willpower of that which comes from the outside. Okay, so basically just have an entirely internal sense of self and morality. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yep.
The way of the Jedi is made to contain. The way of the Jedi is made to contain dangerous elements of a person. Again, this is.
Wait, I need context for this.
Yeah,
so the person who authored this is a Zizian or follower.
This is the Zizian. This is the head.
This is
the head of the Zizians.
Okay.
This is the head. She's the
this
one.
Is
the one who played
basilisk thing.
She's yeah.
That mad.
Okay. The way of the Jedi is made to contain dangerous elements of a person. Oaths are to uniformize them and be able to, as an outsider, count on something from them. Do not engage in romance. That is a powerful source of motivation that is not aligned with maintaining the Republic. It is chaos. Do not have attachments. Let go of.
Sorry, I was meant to make my point. Okay.
And then you interrupted yourself, you idiot.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
this is a fundamental misunderstanding of fucking what George Lucas was trying to say with Star Wars. The whole idea of like the reason Anakin Skywalker turns to the dark side is because the Jedi Code makes him suppress all these very human elements like love and all the rest, right? And it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, the sort of like the first three movies, the prequels, are about how like the Jedi Code is flawed, and then the original trilogy is about how the Sith Code is flawed, right? And the conclusion should be that neither of these are correct, and you should throw both away to create your own fundamental understanding that encompasses both passion and detachment, right? But instead, this person hasn't really thought about it and is like, yo, the prequels are based, which is a very common opinion in the Star Wars community. They go like, oh, the dark side's correct, you know? But it's like anti-collectivist. It's like individualistic versus collectivism, you know?
Yeah. Which is like, there is like an anarchist streak here of like free association regardless of like the requirements of overarching society. What you would like to see as a synthesis of these two ideas is some approach to like community.
Link the blog in the chat.
Yes,
Smug. Link your blog in the chat.
I did already. I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm lazy. Oh, my blog? I love my blog. That's my favorite blog.
Your blog, baby.
My blog's crazy. Oh, that's great. I would recommend starting at the Psychic War article and then working your way up the brains and then...
They're 7 minutes behind.
Love you. Okay, well, love you.
But yeah, no, it's a misunderstanding of the philosophy behind Star Wars, as fucking basic as it is.
Basically, it's like it's a children's show. Like it's not.
It's like it's supposed to be like your raw primal emotions is the Sith side, and then your very controlled emotions where you don't allow yourself to feel anything is the Jedi side. You know, and it's all about like chaos versus control. You know, it's like very fucking basic young type shit. You know.
I don't know anything about Star Wars, but I feel like aesthetically, if you're not reading into things, the Sith kind of seem like they are
reasonable.
Aren't they like, don't they? Yeah, well, yeah, don't they seem like kind of like they seem rationalist coded, right? I feel like the Jedi look like a kind of spiritual priesty class, and the Sith seem like the technology guys, you know, Darth Vader,
Jedi are libs.
And they've got... okay.
So they always support the status quo because they become ineffective.
Oh, so does that
and that's why the Sith is able to take over
in any like cape shit or action movie.
What?
Like the protagonists in any action movie.
The protagonist in Star Wars, in the first 3 Star Wars films, is an actual fascist. His politics are fascism, and he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
You don't see Star Wars?
You win. You have the coolest analysis here. You're so cool, Wiz. You win.
No, Aaron, you didn't have to. That was okay.
That was the
cruelest thing I've ever seen. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen Aaron do. That was hilarious.
Get fucking fucked.
What the fuck?
Well, you don't know about Star Wars? Idiot.
Why did she get so mad? That was so mean. I've never seen her be that mean for no reason.
Idiot.
Did you just say yourself? You
point.
No, Aaron!
What do you know about Star Wars, huh? You don't know anything about Star Wars? You don't know anything about Star Wars? That's what I thought.
Oh, no! Okay. Let go of fear of death. Smooth over the peaks and valleys of a person's motivation with things that they are to believe they must hold to, or they will become dark and evil. Make them fear their true selves by making them attribute them not being evil Sith to repression. So I call a dark side technique one that is about the flow from your core to the outside, whatever it may be, which is fundamentally about doing what you want. And a light side technique, one that is designed to trick an evil person into being good. Oh, okay. This isn't completely insane. So basically, they're using it as a framing device. It's not actually about good and evil. It's basically about the external versus the internal. So a light side. So the Jedi technique is to try and force people into being moral regardless of their internal state, and a Sith technique is to basically just allow people to be immoral and without external consequence. This is very basic morality shit. Okay. Which I guess kind of lines up with the
it's also
fascist versus
Sith.
Liberal.
What they mean is dark side. Sith is a very like stringent ideology.
Specific rank. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a cult. It's like Christianity, right? And then Catholics within Christianity.
Right. Okay.
It's clumsy.
After a while, I know. I'm sorry. I'm glad that you know better.
I was just saying, if they're gonna fucking do this, Star Wars, fucking Disney, fucking soy, they might as well get it right. You know,
as part of my stuff. It also dates it really badly. Okay. After a while, I noticed that CFAR's internal coherence stuff was finally working fully on me. I didn't have acrasia problems anymore. I didn't have time inconsistent preferences anymore. I don't know what acrasia is. Hold on, what's acrasia?
Sorry.
They probably didn't know either when they used it.
The state of mind in which someone acts against their better judgment through weakness of will. Okay, so
like Darth Vader pulling up on my shit. I killed Darth Sidious when he came asking for a ride.
Okay. Giving into their impulses. Okay, so that's what they mean. So I didn't give into my impulses anymore. I didn't have time inconsistent preferences anymore. So this is basically oh god, it's decision theory. It's really boring, but basically the idea is you need to have absolute solidity in the decisions you would make in the future. You need to be able to flawlessly predict. Oh,
do the blog
justice. Okay,
we'll do justice next.
Okay, and justice is next online. Basically, this just means that you need to be able to ensure that you will make the same decision in 15 years that you would do today, given certain conditions. You need to be able to flawlessly predict your future decisions. It's a rationalist thing. It's very dull and boring and lame, and it's kind of stupid. All right. It's basically game theory, but extended out over the infinite future. I wasn't doing anything I could see was dumb anymore. My S2 snapped to fully under my control.
What?
Okay, I don't know what an S2 is.
When that happens.
I hate when my S2 snaps, yeah.
So fucking Samsung phone?
My S2 is about to snap. Yeah, they snapped their burner right after the murder.
What is this link to? It's just another blog?
It's just to another... Well, they do the same thing I do, which is linking to their other...
S2. Real S1 uses S2 for... Jesus.
Oh, is this... Oh, these are... Oh, S1...
I think S2... What does it mean?
I think... Oh, it's like System 1, System 1, and System 2 thinking.
Oh, the brains?
Now. So... Yeah. Well, it's a rationalist idea. I can't remember exactly what they mean. System 1 versus System 2. System 2 is this is it. System 1 thinking is your instant thinking process. So it's like you yapping. System 2 is when you stop and think for a while through a multi-stage thing. Like maybe you work it out on paper. That's it. I remember now.
I've never made it to S2, bro.
You've never made it to S2.
Never made it.
So you can think of it. It's like an AI thing. It's often used in regards to AI. So ChatGPT today is an S1 system. It just spits out what it's thinking, and then there are models of ChatGPT that do System 2 thinking, where it will do a bunch of thinking internally and then not show that.
Bro, happy when they have AI runways. You know what I'm saying? For those AI models. You know what I'm saying? Would you not like that? Would you like that?
I know that Ed's financial situation is quite desperate, and I can probably pay him to cause you permanent damage.
Would you like that?
I would maybe get him to poison you.
Guys,
I think I'd get him to
imagine a runway for AI models. What would that look like?
Yeah. Okay. Most conversations at Rationalism I was at about people's rationality acrasia problems turned to me arguing that people should turn to the dark side. Often people thought that if they just let themselves choose whether or not to brush their teeth every night according to what they really wanted at the moment, they'd just never do it. I thought maybe it'd be so for a while, but if there was a subsystem A in the brain powerlessly concluding it served their values to brush teeth, A had gained the power only when the person was exposed to consequences and evidence of impending consequences of not brushing teeth. Okay, so they're basically saying that the dark side meme doesn't really... This is so basic! Jesus, this is okay, so basically a child would not make this decision, and so that's why we need to instill long-term values, yeah.
Do you still think
if they can couch this fucking metaphor in Star Wars, it means it's basic. It means it's useless.
Look, to be honest, this is from 2017. So
even still, that means it's after the fucking bad new ones.
What? No. All I'm saying is that you can't tell whether they're anarchists or not based on this article, because this is just one rationalist article from 2017, possibly 2017 before they were actually. Well, because they wrote this blog in 2017, so I don't know.
Yeah, but they'd already written about S1 and S2 brains.
These are, to be clear, guys. I need to make this. I need to make this clear. They're not writing anything that's explicitly wrong philosophically. They just
stop sweeping for ZZ.
I didn't. I'm just saying this is very basic shit.
Guys, sweep emotes. Get the brushes on it,
guys.
He's sweeping for ZZ.
I'm gonna make appeal to my own ego here. Okay, all right. I'm hoping that my blog is genuinely looking at slightly more complicated things that require this level of
analysis.
analysis.
You're not fucking right about Star Wars?
I'm not talking about very, very basic media. No. It's not very complicated. Okay. Incredible. I had subsistence. You're okay. I had subsistence of my own, seemingly gained.
You seem upset that I accused you of writing about Star Wars. The possibility I might fucking think you write about Star Wars. Got you genuinely a little bit upset there.
Wait, Smug admits he's wrong about Star Wars? When did I ever claim?
When has Smug ever admitted he's wrong about anything?
No, I don't give a shit about Star Wars.
What are you, Straighterade? About Marvel movies?
I actually don't.
What are you gonna say about that?
I think
Aaron? You got anything for that?
My only real like my only
you don't know this conversation.
My art.
Shut up.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm just.
You got any witty
He
retorts?
needs a friend right now.
I was reacting to chat, but okay, fine. You don't want money, fine. We'll just.
That's objectifying, bro.
There is no correlation between Wiz talking to you on stream and getting money. None.
That's true.
That's true, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, I never claimed to be right about Star Wars. I don't give a shit about Star Wars. I don't care.
No, I'm saying you got offended at the idea that I said one of your blogs might be about Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that offended me straight up. Yeah, that really bothered me. I'm not that level of. I'm not a hack. Jesus. Oh, this person is a hack so far. I am seeing this person is dumber than me, which is unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to learn something, but maybe again, this is 2017. You know, maybe they're just starting
the person
out.
That lives in a trailer park.
Wow! Look who's classed in this. Aaron. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Someone grew up in rich rural Scotland. Interesting. Okay.
The person that has
luxury over here.
What was it? $200,000 in trust fund money. That lives in a trailer
different
park?
person. Oh my god!
They
You've
live
literally
together.
kept track of zero parts of the story. Yeah, that trust is not open to them yet, so they can still be. They had $6,000 in their checking account. Sure.
Yeah, they live in a trailer park.
How much money do your parents have right now?
Of 100 million, stronger than your dad.
100. Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. God, I'm really getting clowned on by your dad. Okay.
What annoyed me a bit was things like making Iron Man the creator of Ultron. It makes sense, but in the original comments, it was Giant Man / Ant-Man / Yellow Jacket who created Ultron.
Anyway.
Sorry, I'm just engaging with chat like you were.
They're engaging with each other. You don't need to engage with them in the middle of it. You're such a dick. God, you suck. Right. Oh my god, you fuck. Okay. This sentence is horrible. I had subsystems of my own, seemingly suddenly gained the epistemics to get that such things needed to be done just upon anticipating that I would save them by overriding them with willpower if they mess things up. I think fictive reinforcement learning makes advanced decision theory work unilaterally for any part of a person that can use it to generate actions. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. My blog is not this bad. Okay, and there are zero sentences in my blog that are.
Chat GPT at this time. So
yeah. If you ever claim I used ChatGPT on my fucking blog again, I will crash out on you. You dumb little fucking rabbit.
Yeah, he only does it sometimes.
I only do it sometimes. I only do it for half of my art, and I'll never tell you which half. Hee hee. You're paying for 50% me and 50% ChatGPT. Okay. Oftentimes there is a load-bearing mental structure which must be discarded to improve on a local optimum, and a smooth transition is practically impossible. Okay, so basically, there's baggage that comes with your the moral compulsions that have been instilled upon you by your childhood. Jesus Christ, that could have been 2 lines. Kill yourself. Oh, maybe they will. All right, next. Jesus Christ, what a shit article. We might have to go higher up in the... maybe we will look at the matrix and system unless someone else donates. Okay. If Billy takes Bobby's lunch money... Nah, shit. Oh, fuck. Come on, guys. This makes me feel genuinely better about my blog, to be honest.
This might not be a reflection of their intellectual capacity, and they might just be really, 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 like... assuming the person that would read this is a dumb fuck, and that they're just on such a different level, they have to dumb it down that much, you know?
Yeah, the problem is that they're explaining simple concepts in complicated ways, which suggests that they struggle to understand simple concepts.
They're looking up.
That's the problem.
You read more of this than I did.
Well, yeah, that's true, actually, yeah. Okay, if Billy takes Bobby's lunch money and does this every day, and to try and change that...
I got this one. I'll read it in a way that you can understand it.
Oh, God.
If Billy takes Bobby's lunch money and does this every day, and you try to change, that would just stir up trouble. That's an order. You understanding this? You understand it? You with me still?
Can I continue?
But
I am objectively better.
If you're another kid in the class, you might feel like that's a pretty messed up order. You understanding? You got this? Why?
He's going to dyslexic out.
It's just less. What does that mean?
It's less just. You already fucked up principally. You fucked up catastrophically.
What do we know about justice?
We know nothing because you literally misread like a 3-word sentence earlier. So you've completely lost the meaning of the... This is why I read, Wiz. Okay, sit down. Sit your ass down, okay? You can't read. You can barely see through those giant goggles. Okay.
I took many
pauses. Less just. What does that mean? What do we know about justice? Central example of a just thing. In the Tribe of 20, they pick an order that includes everyone it can. They collapse all the timelines where someone dies or gets enslaved, because in the hypotheticals where someone kills someone, the others agree they are criminal and then punish them sufficiently to prevent them from having decided to do it. Jesus Christ, okay. Oh, he's being discriminated against for his immutable characteristics, chat. Everyone point and laugh. Everyone point and laugh at his immutable characteristics! He's got immutable characteristics, chat! Laugh at him!
It's not my fault. I tried really hard.
Yeah, sorry, you failed school, and that's why you're a failure. That's why you're a frog on a show that no one watches. That's you right now. I'm a big star, I'm a big genius. Yeah, I know. Okay. Justice also means that the additional means of hurting people created by it are contained and won't be used to unjustly hurt people. Okay. The concept of justice. So far, they're basically saying, we make rules so that you can prevent people from doing bad things without that prevention itself becoming a bad thing. That's it. That's what they said in 3 paragraphs. Next. The concept of justice is usually a force for fulfillment of justice, because are you choosing your order for justice is a meta order which holds out a lot of other far scaling reaching orders. I don't know what scaling reach is.
Scaling, I know. That word jumped out at me as well.
Yeah. Order drawing processes based on explicit negotiation of who can be devoured by who, which are progressively harder to predict, many of which have lots of enemies. So much injustice takes place ostensibly as justice. Sure, then justice systems get abused. You look really cute lying down there on the floor. It looks like you're having a real hard time. That's cute. I like that.
I'm not happy. You made fun of the way I read.
I can't. Maybe you can read better from down there.
No,
there's another common force deciding orders. A dominance hierarchy is an order shaped mostly by this force. If you want to remove this force, how do you prevent those with the power to implement reshape the system from doing so in their favor? Okay, how do you prevent authoritarians becoming control? Getting control. Perfect scaling reach for perfect injustice is impossible. Fuck, do we have to know what scaling reach is? God damn it. Right, what's scaling reach? A reductionist account of a certain... Oh my god, what is shelling?
A shelling point? Isn't that like a social cue?
I don't know. I've never heard the word shelling point ever in my life. I have no idea what it means.
I have. I watched a video from this rationalist named Julia Galef where she uses the
Oh my god, amazing. Thank you.
To describe what is a shelling point. Like, have you ever seen that movie?
Good Will Hunting? It's with the Matt Damon smarty guy whiteboard.
Yep, there's a point where he asks out a woman on a date,
you can't join us.
She's like, do you want to go get coffee?
It's cute.
And instead he's like, why don't we go like stand on a sidewalk and eat like caramels together? And she's like, what? And he's like, it would be just as random or whatever as like getting coffee. Haha.
Yeah.
And then they get coffee.
It's just as arbitrary. It's just fucking arbitrary.
Okay, an arbitrary like social cue to help us understand how to navigate social protocols with other people.
I see. Okay, so it could be replaced by anything.
And it can actually, well, it could be, but that.
How'd you like them apples? I'm from Boston.
Them nipples?
Yeah, well, she says that later in the movie. And he goes, actually, the cigarette burns.
Sorry, Erin was literally using her own prior knowledge to explain a point that we genuinely needed to understand. And
but I had it too. I've seen Good Will Hunting. It's got a lot of Elliot Smith in it.
Don't know what all right, sorry, Erin, please continue.
No, well, Julia Galef, the rationalist, explains that this is useful because the type of person that would suggest something like, unironically try to suggest that getting caramels on the sidewalk is the same as getting coffee in a coffee shop is something to look out for in like how you identify antisocial behavior or something.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I see what you mean. Right, it's because they're rejecting the arbitrarity, which actually is itself like a rejection of the value of the thing that arbitrarity produces. So they are actually just being like schizo freaks, basically.
Yeah, like the dog bottle conjecture.
That's different.
How?
Actually.
How?
Because it's about fucking dogs, so it's inherently entertaining. Right. Moving on.
What do you mean moving on?
There's another common force deciding orders. A dominance hierarchy is an order shaped... Oh, we did this already. Because justice is often about what happened, it requires quite a lot of shelling reach. Now the shelling reach... So I'm assuming that's that's probably the space, the conceptual space in which you can modify something before it has any impact on the other things around it, right? So it's like you can't go to space for a day for a coffee.
Well, some
you can't
people
replace
have.
go for
some
a coffee.
People have been to space. You don't believe in
sure,
that?
but you can't replace go for a coffee with let's go to space. You can't replace go for a coffee with let's kill ourselves, right?
No,
so there's like a reasonable
You're
space.
breezing past that, dude.
Yeah.
You don't believe people went to space?
So there's a reasonable conceptual space in which you can operate, and that would be scaling reach. I'm assuming, right?
I'm sorry,
that's
Chad.
part
Catch
of
that?
Quartz's job.
It's just shelling.
Oh, is scaling?
You always want to say skelling, but it's just shelling.
It is shelling.
Skellington?
Scaling. You want to say scaling.
Scaling. Okay, it's scaling now. Perfect scaling reach for perfect justice is impossible. Okay. And punish exactly enough so that the criminal would never have committed the crime, weight by consequentialist calculations for probability of miscarriage of justice, probability of failing to get caught, probability of escaping punishment after the judgment, look for every possible fixed point, pick the best one, is way too illegible a computation to not be hijacked by whoever's the formal judge of the process and used to extract favors or something. Or something in a blog of this caliber. Actually, it's completely appropriate for a blog of this caliber. Therefore, we get rules like an eye for an eye, implementing the punishment should fit the crime, which are very legible and remove a lever for someone to use to corrupt the order to serve them. Great. We simplify things to make them less corruptible. Ooh. Complexity can hide corruption. Wow. That's the first point.
I still can't believe you don't believe people went to space. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the scaling reach on that is pretty far. Intellectual property law is a place where humans have not the scaling reach to implement a very deep dive into the process of creating a just order, and I bet never will without a singleton. Not even going to look that up, don't give a fuck. The point of justice is to be singular.
A simpleton? That's what you are, dude.
Singleton. Just, again, dyslexia strikes
also
again.
You, dude. Get some bitches.
Justice is dependent on the local environment and how much/what coordination is possible. For instance, it's just to kill someone for committing murder if that's what the law says, and making the punishment weaker will result in too much more murder. Making it more discriminating will result in corrupt judges using their power for blackmail too much more.
Apparently diluting juice is a Scottish thing, and you guys call it like cordial.
Are you scrolling down, Wiz? You're not even scrolling down, are you?
Oh, yeah.
You've not been scrolling.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Separate two different worlds of people in different circumstances, and they will both... Someone paid for this, you know. And they will both implement different orders. Different questions that must be answered incorrectly, like how much to punish will be answered different amounts incorrectly. There will be different, more object-level power structures merged into that, different mixed justice and dominance orders around how much things can be done ostensibly, and by extension, actually, to fix that, there will be different concepts of justice even. This is garbage. This is shit. This is very, very basic.
You have to tell me.
This is incredibly dull and basic. Essentially, complexity can hide... Complexity can hide corruption. Simplicity makes it easier to hold systems to account.
Well, simplicity is the death of certainty, dude.
And it's difficult to find a balance between a system that has too much power. God, this is literally...
Well, balance is the death of power.
01. It's not even 101. This is 01.
Power corrupt.
Well, 1 is the death of 0, dude.
An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind.
Yeah, I want to blind myself after reading that. Right. Who donated the next amount for the next article? We should really look at punching evil. To be honest, intersex brains and conceptual warfare sounds like the most psychic war.
This is your last chance to choose which article you want to do first. Otherwise, we're doing punching evil.
No, we're doing let's do intersex brains and conceptual warfare, because I think this is going to be where the dimorphism stuff happens. This is going to be where they like cut their brain in half. This is the second one down. 5, 4.
This is where the anarchism happens.
3.
This might be where the anarchism happens. Who knows?
2, 1. Boom.
No nation. Oh, it was a no nation. This post is a work in progress. Not anymore, because you're literally running for your life. Content warning. Life of this trans woman. Not safe for life. Jesus Christ. Okay, this should be good.
It links to the Urban Dictionary for not safe for life.
What? Oh my god, what?
This is what I mean, where I'm saying that they're thinking that their audience is just like the lowest common denominator. And I mean, maybe it is. To find any of this compelling, I feel like you'd have to be a moron.
I'm so disappointed that they're this stupid. I genuinely
they've said they described. I would understand if they linked it if it was like the acronym or whatever the fuck, right?
It's literally it's not even the acronym. Yeah, what the fuck? Jesus.
And it links to the acronym.
Goes to the acronym. Okay. Guys,
booby traps. I've never been on a booby trap article before.
Yeah, guys, listen up. I really walked in here expecting to read a blog that was like better than my blog. I just assume all blogs are better than my blog, to be honest. But this is fucking embarrassing. This is so miserable. Holy shit. Maybe there's nothing of value to Psychic War here. This is crazy. This is just like regular rationalist, like lame posting. This is a Redditor, like barely bumbling their way through the bare bones concepts of like philosophical history, using fucking Star Wars and Lord of the Rings memes to try and figure out what the fuck is going
on. Points.
An Urban Dictionary.
Jesus Christ. An Urban Dictionary. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, it sucks.
Should look at the corrections in the comments before moving on. I refuse to read any further. Oh, fine. You did pay for it.
This also influenced me?
What? Where are the corrections?
No way! Oh my god, do you not know about this video?
I have no idea. What is it?
The person that made it like turned out to be like a child molester or whatever, but it's like a constantly clowned on philosophical analysis of a Star Wars video game character.
Sorry, wait, it all comes back to video.
No way!
It all comes back to a video game fucking essay? Are you serious?
But this video is infamous. This is a fucking infamous video for just like how
long is it?
It's 2 hours long.
Patreon?
Maybe. I was going to do it on Wiz Watches the other day and I just forgot about it.
Okay, well, this is now Wiz Watches.
Because honestly, I didn't fucking want to do it.
Well, now you have to.
This is 8.1 million views from like 7 years ago. It's a super famous video.
Holy shit. Thank you. Okay, again, this is not my community. I don't know what this is about, but holy shit. Anime profile picture is a bad choice.
Well, no, because they were cancelled. Oh, fuck. What was the fucking... Spot knows.
This is so funny.
I think Duck knows this video as well. This channel, what was the controversy with this channel again?
Oh, there's no name on the channel. Did they actually just nuke themselves away?
No, their name is the YouTube channel with no name. Okay. But they had a controversy as well. Yeah, but what did they do? What were they cancelled for? Decline. They did something though.
Who did they rape? Eat their ass. Oh, I just saw eat their ass pop up there.
Yeah. Play the KOTOR video. Embo, no. This is a bad video, Embo. This is not what you want.
I haven't seen it.
You'd have to donate £50 to make us start watching this right now. It's not going to happen.
Whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
Whenever down the dark path forever.
Well, that's just fucked by Disney.
All Jedi must know the code.
The Jedi separate children.
Is this broken?
Is there any commentary, or is it just
causing a lot of trouble? But before you can start, there is an unavoidable event of great interest at the beginning of the map that has become an iconic moment in the game.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need? Forgive me, stranger, but if you had some credits you could spare, it would be a great help. Please.
The first option is to give in to charity, while the second option is to indulge in your psychotic urges to scare the homeless man away. Whichever option you select, Korea will scorn you. If you choose the light side option,
he's a lolicon.
she will
That's what it
complain
was.
that being altruistic without thinking is bad.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set.
Okay, I don't care about this. Let's go back to the blog.
What game
this is her iconic parable on kindness/cruelty.
Yeah, this is not relevant. I mean, like, this is embarrassing. Jesus Christ.
But this is, this influenced me.
Okay, intersex
My
brains.
take is okay. My take on Star Wars here is kind of a reaction to the prequels, which were all I was allowed to see when I was young.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right.
That's what I said.
Wow, good catch. Okay, I don't know Star Wars shit, but that's funny. Good
When
prediction.
Anakin's fall looks completely mundanely psychological, not like a magical value-altering drug created by an imprint like positive and negative mold for the Jedi's fear of themselves.
I really, hold on. I really truly believe that you and me probably have similar brains, but you've just optimized yours for like 40k lore, Lego, and Star Wars, and like you have the same predictive ability I do, but only in these domains. And I've tuned it towards like politics and culture, and you're just.
I know what
tuned
these things. When someone talks about
toys.
certain things, the way they talk about
It's
them,
so
I know what the
funny.
fuck they are.
You know what they are. Yeah. I'm the same way with like political ideologies. That's so funny.
Yeah. But
man.
I fucking knew it. I could smell it. I could smell it, dude. I could smell it.
You could smell the bad Star Wars fan on them.
Yeah.
Okay. Intersex brains and conceptual warfare. This is 2 years later. So this is post 2 more years of writing the blog. And it has the most interesting, like the title most appealing to me and closest to my interests in psychic wars. Let's have a look. Dimorphisms. So there's these things. Oh god, really? That's how you start?
So I did a thing.
That's how you
Chat, I did a thing.
Yeah. What's going on, guys? Today I did a thing. Yeah. So there's these things. Sexual
Millennial
dimorphisms where males and females are different.
So I did a
junk,
thing,
for
guys.
example.
I killed a border guard.
Oh god. I'm sorry, but why did trans women talk about everyone's bodies like they're fucking meat puppets? Jesus. Different junk, for example.
Wonder why.
There's a system with many parts that sort, because they're autistic. There's a system with many parts that
Thank
sorts
you.
these operations of biological software into bodies with a particular set of strong correlations.
I wonder if they can do
Known
accents
ways
as well.
this system can break include unusual sets of chromosomes, unusual critical content of chromosomes, missing chemicals that are part of multi-step reactions which produce hormones, broken hormone receptors. Yeah, just explain. Okay, cool. Lots of ways to be intersex. Depending on which ones you call intersex, ones that cause differences in physical, as in besides the brain, differences in the grown human are allegedly around 2% of the population. Some dimorphisms are in the brain. You can observe them with neuroimaging and dissection. Okay, this is just a basic. This is fine. One brain dimorphism is being sexual orientation. It's quite common for this one to be intersexed. Remember, are they saying that bisexuality? Okay, they're saying bisexuality is essentially a form of brain dimorphism intersex. Okay, sure, fine. I'm
Wow,
okay
yeah.
with you recap. It's fine. I'm okay
My
with
brain
people
intersects.
recategorizing thing if it makes a point. Continue ADHD Smug and go back to what the iconic moment on kindness and cruelty. No! That is the ADHD! I reject it!
My life is back. My life force.
Know your worth! Know your worth! Know your worth! Sorry. You cannot interrupt this segment. We need to get this on YouTube. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. No, bad. Let me finish the blog and then we can go watch it, okay? It's next. Sorry, sweetie. Sorry, this is the vegan trans murder anarchist death cult. Okay, this is my show today. Your church, my show. All right. So they think bisexuality is a form of intersex. Fine. I boringly expect overall human development mixes up dimorphisms in the brain in probably about single-digit percentages. Okay. Being attracted to humans with non-complementary reproductive stuff is close to the least evolutionary fit thing, and evolution still failed to stop it. Just like it seemingly failed to stop all those physical dimorphism anomalies. I don't find the gay uncle hypothesis remotely plausible. There's no way that paths should produce... It's probably one of these like dumb evolutionary hypotheses for why gay people exist. Like, I don't know, a gay uncle means that
It's just
like,
a
help out the
Wikipedia
family.
article for biology and sexual orientation.
Oh god. But anyway, the gay uncle hypothesis.
It is sorry, the link, right? The gay uncle hypothesis.
Yes.
What does this link to?
Yes.
Biology and sexual orientation.
So basically, there's a bunch of reasons why people might be gay, and there's some very cringe evolutionary ideas as to why it might have happened. It comes from like kin selection studies and altruism studies and whatever.
Yeah, but this
Basically,
article doesn't fucking have the gay uncle fucking philosophy linked. That's not in this
It
article.
does. It's quite famous. I literally learned it in uni, so it's probably. Oh, here you go. Look.
Kin selection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hamer et al. Oh, yeah, Hamer is literally a guy I had to study. Found that the gay men had more gay
He's
male
lying,
uncles
chat.
and cousins on the maternal side of the family than on the paternal side.
He's lying, chat.
Gay brothers who showed this maternal pedigree were then tested for X chromosome linkage using 22 markers on the X chromosome to test for similar alleles. Excuse me. In another finding, 33.
So do you have a gay
no, it's
uncle, or you
alleles.
are the gay uncle?
I don't have a gay uncle, no.
So you're
This
the
was
gay
popularly dubbed the gay gene in the media, cause blah blah. Okay,
You
so
got
yeah,
the
this is
gay
basically
genes.
the gay uncle. This is an early genetic study of gays. That seemed to suggest there was like a cute. Okay. Anyway, go back to the fucking blog.
Sorry. Sorry, I picked your head.
Idiot. Okay. Oh no, I saw that for a second. Oh no. Oh, kill me. This is gonna be bad. Okay. Anyway, fine. Gay, uncult, okay, whatever. I don't find the sneaky fucker hypothesis probable either. I don't know the sneaky. Is this the idea that
sneaky fucker?
Oh, this is Richard Dawkins. Richard Dawkins, the sneaker fucker.
I didn't think it could get worse than it already.
More dominant alpha males were out hunting the effeminate, subversive.
Gay, uncult, sneaky fuckers.
Wait. I literally came up with this as well. Oh no. Well, it's not homosexuality, but I called it the it's my chimp theory of intelligence. The cheeky chimp. Have I shown you this, Wiz?
I don't want to see this. I don't want you to show me this.
I wrote a fake paper, which is basically about where intelligence
gay
came
monkeys.
From. Okay, whatever, fine.
Sorry,
they weren't gay, actually.
You wrote a paper about gay monkeys. That's called fanfic.
I wrote a paper about how human intelligence. Oh, it's the cuck hypothesis. That's it. I remember now. It's the cuck hypothesis. It's one of my old thought experiments. I should write a blog on the cuck hypothesis. Actually, no, the idea that cuckoldry is the source of human intelligence. That's my theory.
Ignoring me? You tell me you wrote a story about gay monkeys.
No, so my theory is that
the root
of human intelligence. Oh, hold on, Ed sent me something. I have a theory that the level 1 psychic war plan is to reprogram autistic people to turn them schizophrenic. No comment. Anyway, shush. No.
Turn them into gay monkeys, dude.
There isn't a reason I've been calling autistic people evil and then trying to make them more schizophrenic. Absolutely not. Yeah, the sneaky male hypothesis, which is a genuine real thing. Well, it's a real hypothesis, yeah. But No.
It's not the
sneaky male is actually.
It's not the sneaky male hypothesis. It's the sneaky fucker theory.
Anyway, God, you're so annoying. Right. Anyway, the simplest explanation which fits the data is that sexual differentiation is a fragile Rube Goldberg machine prone to random breakage.
Yeah.
I honestly, I kind of agree with that. Obviously, it's not falsifiable, but yeah, I just think there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of weirdness. And probably homosexuality didn't necessarily prevent people from reproducing anyway. Certainly not, thousands of years ago. Right.
It wouldn't have stopped people now that are homosexual from reproducing. Why would it ever stop anyone?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I said they wouldn't, particularly thousands of years ago. Anyway, I speculate that humans have intersex brains so often because of evolution pulling out all stops for large brains and breaking things as a side effect. I think that's fair. That's okay. These are the kinds of random assertions that I'm completely fine with in this kind of blog, and it seems fair enough. It's not like on its face wrong, it's plausible. Those things which are correlated with flipped dimorphisms are probably also flipped dimorphisms or downstream of them, i.e. participating in a pride parade is correlated with flipped dimorphisms, but it's probably not what you'd mean by a flipped dimorphism itself. Wow, that is the stupidest way to say that idea. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. That's it. This is just all swans are white meme. Jesus Christ, idiot. All right. Although being a BDSM sub seems to me to involve a sort of ubiquitous, given our world of vampires, kill me, psychological damage. There's an underlying orientation. Maybe just for
vampires is their own blog link about vampires. Psychological damage is to a YouTube video that's removed.
Excellent. There's an underlying orientation, maybe downstream of something like top versus bottom orientation. Note that gay men mostly prefer the sub role. I can't find the study I got this from, if I remember correctly.
But believe me, bro.
This is my quanting.
But you found that other study that was a Wikipedia article.
Yeah, if they asserted that, I would have trusted them immediately. But the fact that they're referring to a study now, I don't. This is why quanting will fail you.
Everyone likes it up the ass. Citation needed.
Trust me, bro.
Never cite your sources. Oh, you should trust me, bro. If I remember correctly, it was a survey of 18 gay men, 17 of whom preferred the sub role. Kill yourself. But only because his partner preferred the sub role. So, yeah, okay. Jesus. With less data! Here's another study I found with less data! 18 down to... This is 514. What? Oh, okay. Right, but with 60 homosexuals. Okay, whatever. Anyway, there are specific... Okay, this is... Oh, God, I hate quant so fucking much. This is embarrassing.
Oh, relinking the same article again. Thank you.
Okay, real talk. The reason that quants are evil is because look at the way that they use studies. This is actually how 99% of quants use studies. They just find something that vaguely says what they think is real, and then they use that in their narrativization. You may as well just not use the study. The fact that it's got fucking 18 people, kill yourself. Jesus Christ, who cares? There are specific subsets of the visible differences in brains between standard men and standard women that actually correspond to sexual orientation beyond their correspondence to chromosomes. Great! What's the point? Transness. So there's this thing where people like me assert their gender doesn't match their chromosome. There's this thing. So there's this thing. Jesus Christ.
So I did a thing.
Where people... Yeah, I'm a female soul trapped in a male body. Okay, this sounds like a really crazy claim. Souls for Aurelius?
Brain.
Well, yeah, pictured a dead soul just receding into the infinite tangle. Okay. Okay. What does it mean for a soul to have a gender?
Why are you worried about that, Wiz?
I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine.
It makes me feel icky.
Other than... It's what kind of junk the attached body has, and how the fuck would you know that? Okay. There's heavy societal regulations on explicit models of that. But everyone has implicit models. Sometimes implicit models stripped of explicit models, heavily socialized, prohibited from agreeing with implicit models, get verbalized into nonsense, which is the configuration which best fits them of the options which have not been denied. Implicitly, vibe-wise, I don't feel like that's worth passing, so I'm not going to take a second pass at it. I don't give a shit. There are heavy social forces against saying, I'm a female soul trapped in a male body, and thereby against believing it. Wait, so they're unironically just deploying the worst argument for transness? That can't be true. So the force that recognizes it ends up latching onto, I'm not even human, thereby otherkin. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Otherkin are mostly trans. I've spent a lot of time living and working with 2 otherkin, seen them change. Another word for otherkin is autistic. I have a few times before realizing I was trans, gotten inexplicably upset at people saying I was a man. I would sometimes layeredly joke, not joke in accordance with my layered beliefs, that I was actually part of the 666th gender. Oh no, this is just a stupid... Oh no. And that my preferred pronouns were hail Satan.
Oh,
wow.
Shut
Sounds a
up.
lot like the attack helicopter thing,
Shut
but
up.
pushing me to say that was the most truthy course of action that a part of me could pick. I felt sense of myself as female. Okay, have you ever heard someone express their like real deep down internal experience, and you look at that and you go, "Wow, that is like fully 7% of my like running processes. Like that's such a small part of my overall understanding of self and life that you are probably 7% of a human." Is that just me? Is that just me, guys? Is that just me? Is that just me? Am I the only one?
What?
Am I the only one? Am I the only one? Is that just me, chat? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, I guess you've always been intellectually superior to your co-hosts, huh?
That comment?
Oh no, which comment? Which one? Which comment, Wiz?
On the chat.
But sorry, just one random
The one
comment?
that adds you.
Oh. Please start the kindness cruelty section from the start, please. I want to pay Smug a little for reading this. Oh, okay, well, give us the money then. Thank you. Love you. Thank you. The social and socially tainted explicit scientific reasoning prior probability for look, I'm actually a woman in an ordinary environment is minuscule, which means that it takes a huge correct probability ratio driven by introspective, unregulated... God, I hate rationalists, dude! They talk like me, but they're using this, like, soulless, spiritless, cringe, fucking... worthless garbage in order to like explain themselves in this like horrible signal towards the worst of humanity, the fucking Redditor quants. When I do it, I feel like I'm signaling towards something that's softer, vibier, and a little bit more like, I don't know, it's got more of a party atmosphere when I do it. This is so fucking sad and boring and stale and sterile and cringe and gay and trans.
So you
God, it's so fucking awful. No, I'm none of those things.
You hate things. You only hate something if it reminds you of yourself.
That's really not true.
That is absolutely true.
Otherwise,
you think it's cool.
Cringing.
Huh?
You love things you hate unless they remind you of yourself, and then you actually hate them.
Why do I hate Aaron then?
Same reason.
Explain it. Because I'm a better version of you. And
oh, well, that can't be true. I'm into. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
so all this is projection on your part.
Okay. Speaking of projecting, yes, even for adult trans women who have never been on hormones. What? Oh, because as gay people, you can look at our brains and see a bunch of stuff that matches the gender reported by felt sense. Okay, great. Look at
that is a .ods file. Am I getting a fucking? Did I just download a virus?
You did, yeah, you're dead. They have detailed enough data, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so basically, yeah, trans women have lady brains. I think I saw a study once which purported to show an exception for lesbian trans women.
God, how many times does this person just say, like, I think I saw that once, and then go on to treat it as though it were entirely true, or their recall was correct?
Another blocked
Again, you should just assert things without evidence. That is genuinely better than this. I'm not joking. Because at least you're not, yeah, literally though, because at least you're not like pretending to, you're not claiming the aesthetic of like liberal credentialism. You're just asserting vibe and feeling, and
you're just gesturing at things that seem to also be rooted in your sense of reality, and use that as the basis for your argument. Like there's at least one other person who seems to have been on the same wavelength, so I'm probably onto something.
Who, me? I almost exclusively write about topics that I feel like I'm alone on the wavelength of, to be honest.
Huh?
Well, this person takes comfort in seeing other media and things signaling what they believe is their ideology.
You're so lucky you didn't bump into any people like this when you were young, Smug.
Yeah, I actually didn't. Amazingly, I just kind of didn't end up in these circles.
I know, because if you had, you'd be a very different person today.
I'd be
as in not that different.
Yeah, maybe. Kill yourself. I might have been one-shotted by this, yeah. Yeah, I ended up on 4chan, which ironically is probably less long-term destructive than Reddit in that age. I guess if you went on Reddit when you were 14, you were probably more likely to develop like permanent fixtures in your brain that ruin you and make you like an inhuman quant. Whereas at least 4chan had this like schizophrenic human vibe to it that it was chaotic and ugly and gross and messy and just filled with id. But at least it was, you're still like attuned to some semblance of humanity instead of pure structure. Okay.
I like Lego.com. You ever been on that website?
Fair enough. I think we went on, on stream once. Smug is unironically pro-mysticism. Yes, obviously.
Yeah, that's why he'd be absolutely like turbo fucked by these people.
It would be insane not to be pro-mysticism. Mysticism's great.
I disagree.
Smug and Aaron have the same vibes. There's no way. Chat, we don't have the same vibes. We're very different. No, not real. Not real. You know what, Smug? You are right. I think we saw it. I think we saw it. All the good and the bad. Yeah, I think so. I'm not saying it was like maybe other people got one-shotted by 4chan, but I think most people I know from that time who were on 4chan grew out of it and actually became more normal than people who were obsessed with Reddit. Content filtering is just evil, is what we are circling around.
I was on Freaking Epic Night Gag from ifunny.com, bro.
Yeah, actually interesting. 4chan's kind of implicit and social structures of filtering are a little bit anti-autistic, aren't they? Because like you need to understand all these implicit social cues and like the whole culture before you're even allowed to participate.
It's like religion.
Whereas Reddit is like all mechanical,
it's also the same
structural.
Thing.
It's like
no, same thing twice.
What? There's no. Okay, I'm not going to engage you on this because you don't know
No,
anything.
I'm serious. I'm fully serious. I'm fully serious.
4chan and Reddit are the same? Completely insane. Completely
absolutely
insane
same.
take.
Different cultural values, but same cultural structures.
No, absolutely not. Sorry, but like the literal system of the difference between all images and video and text being essentially of equal worth in terms of their visibility compared to Reddit, where everything is filtered through the lens of the lurking
That's only if you browse the
everything.
biggest fucking subreddits, bro.
It's still true. It's still
people that use Reddit for social stuff. Same thing as 4chan. Both fucking crazy cringe. Both unfiltered.
No, they're both crazy cringe. Reddit is definitionally there's more moderation on Reddit. Nah, this is cope, dude.
No, there didn't used to be. You're forgetting these things. It's the same thing.
It's true that there didn't used to be, but the structure of Reddit
the same content on it for a long time. 4chan just had it for longer and hasn't really.
Still created
even
social
now,
structures.
4chan's moderated.
Yeah, of course, 4chan is completely different than it was, in 2016. It's completely different.
I think you're forgetting the size of Reddit.
I don't think the size
the private
matters so much
communities
as
that
like
existed there.
What the structure of the social system was. Like, if you're talking about people who used Reddit as a forum, that's fine. But like, there wasn't even a possibility to have forums on 4chan, right? It was always IRCs. It was always like off It was always off the boards, and then they contained their own structures.
I still say same culture, different values.
I totally disagree, but
You still haven't said why.
I did explain why. Literally, the structure of the way the sites worked.
Different values.
Not just because of different moderation schemes. Upvote, downvoting did change visibility.
That's why they have different values.
The way that
same culture.
The way that the temporality of 4chan compared to Reddit was way less temporary than 4chan.
Yep.
A thing would stay on Reddit for fucking days or
the same culture.
Potentially even. Well, then this is meaningless. Then your statement was fucking drivel because different values would mean different culture. Okay, so you're actually speaking gibberish. You actually are just saying
the same type of person.
So you're saying
these cars are different. Same taste.
These cars are the same color.
Both love anime. Both love racism. Both love porn.
But they emit
trans
different
people.
wavelengths of light. This is such a fucking retarded
both love children.
In your opinion.
Yes, and that
this is such a retarded
both
way.
Both love toys.
This is such
both
a retarded
love
way.
sports.
This is a bad. This is silly. Yeah, no, silly. Silly, garbage, silly.
All right.
Image boards were lame because they recycled the same jokes over and over. Whatever. I don't need to. You've literally
Happy Cake Day.
Statement as
trips.
You won the internet.
The fact that any memes can exist in either community.
Yeah, it's a sign of death.
That's your.
It's a sign of death.
It's not a sign of death. It's a cultural signal.
It is. Yeah, exactly. It's the same, bro. That's what I said.
The
same culture, different values.
Gotcha. The meme that killed 4chan.
Chat, we got him. Lock it down. Chat, we got him.
The meme that killed 4chan.
Chat, we got him. Lock it down. Lock it down.
As an example.
Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy.
As an example of the structural differences, the meme that killed 4chan was Fed posting.
Chat, we got him.
And now every single thread in nearly every single image board is filled with 50 schizos all pointing at each other, claiming that they're all running different psyops for different agencies. The boards have become essentially unusable because of this. Reddit never experienced anything close to this. They didn't get anything like this, right? It was never as disruptive and destructive.
One's a chats.
Also, the anonymity. Fuck off, Wiz. Move over. You know that thing where your language's classification of color shapes not only how you classify color, but also what colors feel obviously the same or not? Oh my god! This is Reddit tier. This is so fucking lame. It's like, did you know that your language shapes your understanding of the world? Have you ever heard of Newspeak? Oh my god, guys. Orwell mentioned this in his thesis paper 1984 about the incoming threat of a Trump administration. Like, fucking hell.
That's Reddit speak. I think that's just...
It's just it's sued speak.
It's basic bitch, like, philosophy 101 shit.
It's sued cringe. It's suedy. Okay, right, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to skip over this part because felt sensors are classifiers, their structure, and obey all its rules. Okay. All of your concepts are made of attempts to figure out when you should do... Sorry, actually, chat, I need to check if I'm being mean. Now, there is a small possibility that I'm extremely intelligent and that I'm reading this and I'm understanding everything instantly and bored by it because it's incredibly basic, but all of you are struggling because you're all dumber than me.
Emphasis on the very small chance of this.
Yeah, literally. I'm happy to say it's a very small chance. I have yet to read a single enlightening sentence from this entire article, this entire website. I've seen 0 things that are insightful. It took me 5 minutes.
Your blog, so
you haven't read it. You put it in ChatGPT for responses. Okay, I know your game. The ChatGPT slot output is not going to give you any insights.
Why would you post that, L?
You literally posted a to our community written by ChatGPT because you were lazy.
And it made it seem like the podcast was ending. It seemed to have that impression.
Yeah, that's really funny. I like how the ending of our blog post. The podcast is ending if you don't donate. That is true. Okay. Yeah. You've tried running your mirror neuron thing on both men and women, right?
Sorry, I found their definition of praxis.
Yeah, go for it. Nothing in their blog seems to be valuable.
A strategy to reap the benefits of generating information about how things can fit with parts of the world if you want to create. Unusually strongly underestimated by explicit consequentialism, even with the TDT fix. This is in the glossary, by the way. For example, I believe for years my veganism was suboptimal nutrition, and a real consequentialist trying to influence AI alignment would eat animals because their lives were few compared to even the slightest
I predicted this.
adjustment to the causality surrounding whether Anyway,
Allow me, mind you,
there's
I
no
gave
full
you props
stops,
for your
bro.
Star Wars.
There's no commas or full stops. I'm trying to find an end.
But
There's
you
no-
predicted the Star Wars
There's no
cringe. I
commas and
predicted the
full
vegan
stops.
rationalism cringe. Look, it's my exact argument. I said that they were gonna fucking deploy. God damn it, dude. They suck. They're such hacks.
I'm noticing that the other one who wrote that letter to their former teacher made the same claim about vegan nutrition not being enough or something like that. So
they were all dying and going crazy.
Yeah, I'm starving. I've been eating fucking candy bars and peanut butter.
They're literally going into hypoglycemic rages and killing landlords. That's actually what's happening here. I can't believe veganism was the crux of this. Yeah, they all looked fucking withered.
Yeah. Just give them the vegan rage. You do have a bit of the vegan rage in you, and so does Ed. Ed's got vegan rage.
Yeah. I think Ed's got roid rage.
You've got vegan rage and Ed's got vegan rage. And Aaron, you probably have vegan rage.
I've seen nothing of any value here. I think we might have to give up. How did the trans murder cult not have any vibes? What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
God, rationalists actually ruin everything.
What?
Hold on. Oh, okay, hang on, check this out. Okay, why don't we have a look at their attempts to start a entire commune on a fucking derelict boat? How about that? Maybe that'll have a bit more vibe to it.
Okay, I'm sold already.
It's not long. Yep. Yep. But this is their attempt to start a commune.
Yo.
Oh shit! Get your
Oh, no. Are we gonna have to get fucking ass blasted by copyright?
Everybody is a
This is the
fucking
No.
This is an insane choice.
So what is? Sorry, I need lore here. What the fuck are we looking at?
Okay, so basically, they tried to live on a fucking boat off the grid. Hang on, there's an article about this as well. I'll give you some context. Okay, so it was an abandoned tugboat that they reclaimed, partially submerged. Look at this fucking thing. Okay, it was destined for the scrapyard. A World War II era vessel, the Caleb, gained an unusual second life in the summer of 2017 when it fell into the hands of a strange crew of young idealists who bought it in Alaska and then pointed it south.
Rationalists, not idealists.
The Bay Area. Yeah. They envisioned the 94-foot tug would ultimately become an inexpensive home, a means of escaping the burdens of society, and a place where they could, in the words of former co-owner Zizian Lasoda, ponder how to save the world. But that was before a series of violent deaths kicked off the coast-to-coast mystery. Okay.
Oh no.
Incredible. The crew navigating the tugboat was led by Lasoda. They were part of a Bay Area intellectual movement, blah, 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 blah. But they're also transgender and vegan, factors that heavily influence them. They believe trans women are intrinsically gifted. They dreamed of assembling a fleet of vessels like the Caleb to host a like-minded community of vegan and transgender rationalists living off the grid. They would call it the Rationalist Fleet or Rat Fleet. Okay, so this is back in their rationalist days. This is before they went post-rat.
That's
so
cute.
they call themselves rats. Rationalists call themselves rats. Post-rationalists call themselves post-rats. But in the end, their desire to do good didn't always translate to the environment or their neighbors. The crew anchored out away from the harbor and didn't pay fees, despite coming into the marina to refuel and avoid hazardous weather. Anarchist as fuck. They ran out of money and abandoned the boat in 2022, requiring a cleanup to keep leaking oil from fouling the ocean.
Oh my
Good veganism,
god.
guys. Good job. Good job, guys. They incurred $100,000 in fees cleaning the vessel and towing it to the outer harbor. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. This is so rough.
God, it looks miserable.
Birth of the Rat Fleet. Let's have a look.
Now I'm understanding why somebody said if I donate, you guys need to buy a tugboat earlier.
That makes sense. They spent their time conversing in the boat's cramped quarters. Topics included transness, neuroscience, and plans to save the world. This, honestly, no shade, just sounds like Lily's community. Like, this just sounds like... This is actually just abolish reality. Lasoda wrote on her blog, but tension grew in part because... What? Tension grew in part because Danielson had ADHD and autism and talked to herself all the time. Wiz!
Shh, quiet, listen.
Atheism has acquired a lot of interesting mythology over the years. We've got the flying spaghetti monster, the invisible pink unicorn, we've got the four horsemen of the new atheist apocalypse.
Reddit. This is Reddit.
We've got really great communities too. We have people that are really passionate and excited about this one life that we have to share together and wanting to make the best of it. But when the holiday season comes around, it feels like something's still missing. Like, yeah, you can celebrate secular Christmas, you can celebrate festivals.
No, atheist holiday, please, no.
We don't have a holiday that feels distinctly our own, that has a strong narrative, and original music and traditions that feel
What'd you suggest?
poignant. And it seems to me.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
No. What?
Don't worry, there's part 2. Don't worry.
Okay, I need the part 2.
Atheist culture has a lot of interesting mythology. We've got the flying spaghetti monster, we've got the invisible pink unicorn, the 4 horsemen.
Wait, he's just saying it again?
And we've got a lot of really great culture and community too. We've got people who are really excited about sharing the one life we know we have together and making the best of it. But when the holiday season comes around, it still feels a lot like something's missing.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you can celebrate Festivus, you can celebrate secular Christmas, which is beautiful, and we even have our own holiday, Human Light. But what we don't have is a holiday that really has a strong narrative with beautiful original music that feels distinctly humanist.
Oh my god, please don't cut off again, I'm gonna lose it.
That you celebrate that isn't like a joke, that isn't an ironic holiday, that connects us to something cosmic and intimate.
What? What's happening?
Well, let's make a holiday. Nice gong. Nice. Nice.
Fucking hell. Okay, Wiz, I have sent you one thing, which is this one might be interesting.
One of their videos has 7.2 thousand views. The secular solstice.
They make
Booming Shoggoths.
yeah, they make what's it called? AI videos.
Oh, AI slot.
Sorry, let me go to the most popular.
Aren't they supposed to be afraid of that?
It's the boat thing.
If this is a song, we might have to click off this.
The secular solstice will be fine. Oh, is this their attempt to make the holiday?
Humanistculture.com.
Ooh.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
Countless winter nights ago.
Ooh.
This is AI slop.
No, this is 11 years ago.
7 years ago? I don't think so. Why is it so inconceivable that somebody just wrote a bad song?
Because he doesn't know how to.
Because I've never written a bad song.
Without AI.
Oh.
She saw that sparkle light and
You're dancing.
This is okay, actually.
This person sings the same way like a 13-year-old girl does in her room.
Set afire history.
No, she's like actually never mind. It's more like a church choir voice.
But she's an atheist.
I'm in the right outfit for exactly this music, actually. We couldn't be dressed better for this.
It's so true.
Every mind, each lesson learned.
Are you okay?
Shining light to guide.
You're going back in time.
Dude, I love singing.
Brighter than today.
So this is a song about how much we like fire.
Fire's God if you're atheist.
Oh yeah. Wheels, look, they love wheels. They're big wheel guys. God, there's something really heinous about this. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's really upsetting. What is that? It feels like a fascist parody song. Like it's meant to give you bad vibes.
Soon we had the time to fathom
Isn't this a song about generic winter?
tiny atoms beating
Or they mention atoms, it's good.
electric sparks and so much more to know.
Irrational science
Brighter than today, although the night is cold.
This is white girl dancing.
You two are dressed like white girls.
We are just like white girls.
Hope and reason burn. Every mind, each lesson learned. Driving darkness far away. Make tomorrow brighter than today.
We have a good show here, guys, don't we? We have a good time out here. Fun sometimes. Move your arms. dance, Aaron.
No.
Come on,
I'm trying,
dance with
I'm
me,
trying.
babe. Dance with me, babe. Let's get drinks. Let's do shots. Yeah. Oh my god, I love the party here. The vibe. I miss Brad. I miss Brad.
You okay?
I miss Brad. I miss
It's
Brad.
basically the same.
I miss Brad.
I like the Paul's Come theme song.
I miss Brad.
You like this Paul's Come song?
I thought atheists were supposed to be good at making media.
Who gave you that impression? Where did you ever get that impression? Or is there a singular atheist?
Every Christian movie I've ever seen, which is not very many, but as like God's Not Dead have been terrible. Terrible. I just thought
Yeah, but I don't think they're like
Christian
inherently.
movies.
But I don't think because they're Christian movies, most of all other movies are atheist.
That's how it works.
Okay.
No, what I mean is that if you're going out of your way to make atheist or secular content, which this song is supposed to be,
She goes crazy.
She's dead.
she could carry a tune, but it's just not pleasant.
Oh.
But yeah, like explicitly Christian stuff bad, and apparently explicitly secular atheist stuff not looking good. Not looking good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. That sucks.
Wow.
That blows. That blows hard.
She's got, I think she's got a powerful voice because the hollow that the absence of God left inside her reverberates quite. She's able to really pump the pipes. My kids and I love this song. All right. Can you go to the link I sent you, Wiz?
You sent me a link?
See that comment looks like AI, but I'm sure it's not.
Oh, more of these.
These people. Well, hold on. This one's a bit different because they claim this
You're in
one's an
trouble, bro.
actual info hazard. They claim that this one's an actual info hazard that
What are you
will
gonna
actually
learn?
damage you.
What are you gonna learn,
I'm
old
giving
man?
them one last chance. Okay, look, info hazard. Come on, you're gonna give it a try. All right. The info hazard I am naming Pasek's Doom, after my dead comrade, publicly known as Maya Pasek, at time of death will be described in this post. Oh, okay, right, so her buddy killed herself over this info hazard. Okay, so this info hazard has taken a human life. Oh god.
It's the same thing, the little dragons. It's the same thing, it never ends.
Okay. Because all bits of information about an info hazard contribute to ability to guess what it is. By the way, obscuring info hazards, this is the level 1 meme. Okay, they are stealing my meme here. This is not cool. You're not allowed to.
Yeah, help
come
him. You
on.
can make it public. Also, we're definitely going to watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
By level 1, what do you mean?
It's implicit. First layer. This is an info hazard of an entirely separate class from Roko's basilisk. The primary dangers are depression and suicide and irreversible change to your utility function. All right, everyone! Careful! If we read these words, you'll kill yourselves. That's the claim. That's the
I
claim.
wonder if
Let's
you'll
find
realize
out.
I'm showing a completely different nonsense blog.
Yeah, go back to the kill yourself blog.
Okay.
Okay, if you have a history of suicidality, that's a good reason to steer clear. Okay, there is exactly one person who is in danger today, and it is Duckbringer, okay? So Duckbringer, before you do anything hasty after I read this, I would like you to DM me so that I can work you through however this is stupid, okay? I feel like, I'm sorry, you've just got the right blend of autism and schizophrenia to maybe be
Like
susceptible
pouring
to an info
sand
hazard
into
this
his
type.
hands.
What are you doing?
What?
Stop! We're reading the blog! I want to see the suicide bait!
Yeah.
You can't just play a video over me.
A lot of trouble.
You keep reading.
But before
This is
This
irrelevant.
is the start of the iconic parable. This is the start.
Wiz, you're killing me. Don't make me better. Stop the video. Wiz!
I saw what you did.
Do you want to edit this? Do you want to edit this? Do you want to edit this?
If this bit's included, it's a 3.5 hour long video.
But if you had some credits you could spare, it would be a great help.
This is garbage. Are we going to rewatch it?
Is to give in to charity, while the second option
I'm
is
gonna do
This time
something else.
do
I can't
meaningful
bear to watch this.
commentary, dude.
urges to scare the homeless man away.
This is Wiz Watches content. Don't double up. Save it for Wiz Watches.
If you
But
choose
we
the
will
life
make
It's the one on Wiz Watches.
complain
No,
that
stop.
being altruistic without thinking is bad.
Don't have a tantrum.
Thank you,
Engage.
stranger.
No break.
Get
No
your
break.
kindness.
I'm
What?
appealing to Aaron.
Why did
Aaron, do
you
you
do
want to
such
watch
a
this,
thing?
really?
Such kindness
Are
is
you playing
only
Candy
nothing.
Crush?
His path is set. Giving
I don't
him
know what
he
this
has
is.
not
This is
earned
that
like
thing that
pouring
the person
sand
linked
into
to
his
earlier in the
hands.
blog, and I
What if
asked,
by
what is this?
surviving
And
another
neither of
day
you
he
answered
brings a
me.
greater darkness upon another?
Okay,
It's okay. So this is examining the philosophy of a Star Wars video game.
How long is it?
The entire video
Tell me
is
about
2 hours long, but someone's asked us to watch a 2-minute segment, and Smug's fucking flipping out.
Good. Hey, Aaron.
Did they
Good.
pay us?
Aaron.
Yeah, they
Good
paid
first
us.
question. They paid you, Aaron. They paid you less than $2.
That's not even
Smallest
true.
touch sends echoes throughout
I
life.
think if they're
Even
paying
an act of kindness
customer,
may have
we
more
should do
severe
it.
repercussions than you
Yeah.
know
Thanks, Aaron.
or can see. By
American
giving him
service
something he has
industry,
not earned,
folks. Look at that.
perhaps all you
Customers
have
always
helped him
right.
become is a target.
You see what's going on here, Smug?
Seeing another elevated
I'm not
often
paying
brings the
attention.
eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
Kreia is not advocating against charity. She simply wants you to understand how inconsequential aid can affect others, even if you try to do good.
Whoa.
The dark side option also has its criticism from Kreia.
Forgive me, stranger, please. I beg you, do not kill me.
Why did you do such a thing? Giving into your feelings over such a small matter. They would be better served elsewhere. The smallest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. These acts of cruelty may have more severe repercussions than
So you're
you
like a
know
bastard
or
either
can
way?
see. Cruelty leads to suffering, and when one suffers, it is the way of life to
It's
spread
like it's
suffering.
almost like
The
the
suffering
thing we
within
were talking about
builds
earlier.
until
remember?
its sound is all one hears.
He breaks down
And
crying
when a
over
kindness
this.
is
What? And
offered,
then a guy.
it is punished,
Oh.
and a greater darkness is served.
He gay slapped him.
From one act
He just
can
beat
come
the shit
tremendous
out of him?
power when the echo has travelled as far as it can.
This is so stupid. You
Send
played
a
this
great
game?
echo, and power will come to you.
This game
The
came
day
out
shall
in the
come
fucking
when you
90s.
can test your strength, I promise you.
Again, Kreia is not saying that you shouldn't indulge in your passions, but that you should only do so when it is worthwhile and useful.
Mind what I have
Wow.
said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
After
Whoa.
that encounter, you have the rest of Nar Shaddaa as your playground to stir
No
up
way.
trouble.
Nar
Upon
Shaddaa?
entering the marketplace, the exile begins to feel the current of life of all the people living on Nar Shaddaa.
Nar
Your
Shaddaa?
thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them like a shiver running through you. It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force, their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life. It is but the vibration of minds driven by
Who
life
is that?
struggles. The struggle to feed, to take, to mate, to fight. It is the way of things.
Remember there being much women
There's
in
an
Star Wars.
interesting dialogue
There
option
isn't.
on whether it is possible to move the masses, and Kreia
So is this
offers
analysis
an
of Star Wars
interesting
game?
answer.
One
Yeah.
might as well move the universe, but
It
such
looks like it's just the
manipulation
game,
is
right?
Possible, yes. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended
Do I call
destination.
Queeman Rat Boy because he's such a
The
rationalist?
ability to fool
No,
the
it's
minds
because
of
he's got
others
a
to
rat-like
dominate them on a
face.
massive scale that you speak of is
Anti-Semitic.
not
Where did
achieved
that
best
comment
through
from?
raw power.
I'm
Manipulation is done through
reacting to
propelling
chat
events or
from a while
selected
ago
ones
now.
into motion. It is done through teaching,
I'm really
through
bored. This
example,
video
and
is
through
really
conviction.
nothing for me.
And the
It's
greatest
like the worst of
victories are not-
everything.
All right, we looked at Nar Shadda's lessons
It's
in
mythology.
manipulation.
It's mythology.
Kreia's iconic parable of kindness and cruelty. What do you think of that, Smug? Huh? You give a guy, you give a guy money, he gets robbed and stabbed. If you don't give a guy money, he's so hungry he robs and stabs someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like it's like capitalism or something.
That's philosophy.
Can I make chat suicidal now, please?
Guys,
I don't know. Maybe this one.
are you guys satisfied with the amount of Star Wars we've covered here?
It depends
Wiz
on the money.
DMs.
Oh, Wiz DMs. Oh no, that's
I'm
a bad
angry.
sign. That's a bad.
Why are you angry?
We should
And how much
probably.
Star Wars we've covered.
Yeah, it has been too much.
Diz wants to rage at you about Star Wars. Star Wars debate panel.
Oh, I don't
Collins?
care. Oh god, please let.
Collins?
Wait. Wait.
You
Wiz,
didn't, I didn't care last week.
If they pay money, then sure. When's the last time Dushek fucking donated? Isn't that a motherfucking white name? Isn't that a white name, motherfucker?
5 minutes of Star Killer lore?
No, we're not doing this. We can't just destroy the show.
We can't do this.
We can for money.
I'm gonna go back to reacting.
Smug when there's a financial incentive. No.
Yeah, I don't care.
Star Killer still. Well, I'm already halfway through this video. That's embarrassing.
With watches. This is not your show. You have your own show. This sucks.
We've been expecting.
Sorry, I the audience
by the galaxy throughout the history of not only being atrocious warmongers, but using horrendous methods in their pursuit of galactic domination and ultimate victory over their ideological enemies, the Jedi. Many Sith sorcerers and alchemists would create various monstrosities in attempts to gain leg over their
middle manager.
This
Evil can't even manage
creatures to create monsters such as the Terentatek and the Leviathan.
Evil middle manager.
The Terentatek is in this one?
Such as the Technovirus to turn organic beings into
It might be interesting looking at the early history of something awful forums. Many of the guys that later did 4chan TV and Reddit
Sith experiments that may rise
to into less wrong, which is another
unlike the previously mentioned creatures.
Zizians are apparently an offshoot of the less wrong rationalist movement.
Of the what, sorry?
Less wrong.
Well, less wrong is the rationalist movement. That's the base of the rationalist movement. So yeah, they would be connected because that is less wrong is the rationalist original source.
They're lame.
They're Redditors, but what?
I said that I didn't realize that they were synonymous. I said that's so fucking lame.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, Less Wrong is the lamest part. Roko's Basilisk, the only time I've been on Less Wrong, really, is to look up a couple of things like Roko's Basilisk. Like, they've got some funny dramas because they're all fucking insane autists. So they all keep, they keep mind-killing each other accidentally with thought experiments that make them suicidal. It's really funny. You can go to, the Less Wrong wiki, and you'll find, multiple instances of people having ideas that are so scary that people start threatening and actually, self-harming and committing suicide.
It's so weird to be moved.
That's like the people that watched fucking Avatar and killed themselves because they weren't living in Pandora.
Yeah, it's such a funny and interesting concept. To look at thought experiments that for somehow turn some people into suicidal maniacs. If only we had a blog that was available right now that we could read that would exemplify this phenomenon.
But it doesn't because they don't actually get into those
striking fear into Jedi, and they have been.
I haven't read it. I want to read it.
So what is a Sith?
Hey, they paid for 5 minutes.
Students of the Force,
what is a Sith?
As we open up yet another Sith.
A Sith is like a Star Wars bad guy.
We will tell you about the Sith Stalkers and how Starkiller
asking that rhetorically.
Became one image of the
I have
Sith
seen all of these movies except for the prequels
almost immediately.
Oh,
it is one of Killer's most
I've only seen the
books,
reboots,
but also the helmet design takes influence from the Mandalorian as well as the Warriors. So let's take you through the process of how one of these would be made.
Because every time a new one would come out, I'd rewatch the old one.
Sith lords pursuing the aftermath of a large battle. Bodies are strewn everywhere.
The Force Awakens, when The Last Jedi came out, I rewatched Force Awakens and then watched Last Jedi, and then when Rogue One came out, it's the same thing.
But a great
the only one I haven't seen is Solo.
As one of their own is attempting to use the dark side to keep themselves alive, holding on to it, fighting through their grave injuries.
Which ones do you like?
They're just very disjointed because I actually like Force Awakens and Last Jedi, but they're just disjointed because they all have different directors.
They annoy me because it's just boring.
So they all have different ideas of what they wanted to do with this story.
Yeah.
So.
Wiz, this blog claims that it will unlock the power of both halves of your brain.
Me and Aaron are debating. You're not content. Get out of here.
Go on, get.
Yeah, go on, get out of here. Sorry, what was it? Yeah, cry quietly, please. What was I saying? I just find them boring and really because they're so disjointed. It's to the point of being nonsensical to me, you know.
But that doesn't mean that they're bad as standalone movies.
But they're not standalone movies. They directly continue into each other.
Oh, no. I'm saying that doesn't mean that they're bad as standalone movies. If you try to evaluate it as a series, no, it's a weak series because, again...
No, if I evaluate it out of the three of them, I'm not even comparing them to the other Star Wars movies.
No, I'm comparing it with just the reboots. Just the reboots.
Oh, wait,
You're
saying
saying
on
you
Queeman right now.
compare the continuations of the stories to each other?
Can we live react? Can we live react to Duck Bringing on
really
Queeman?
Yeah, we got 3 more minutes left of the Star Wars video.
There's like no continuity. There are so many continuity errors between X-Men, like all the X-Men movies, and yet they're all enjoyable in their own way.
Actually, there's not.
Actually, there are.
Actually, I've seen all the X-Men movies multiple times. Tell me some of them. Tell me some that aren't fixed by Days of Future Past.
No,
okay, X-Men First Class.
Days of Future Past explains that, bitch. That's the whole point of Days of Future Past.
I have been listening. I just named an X-Men movie I'm aware of.
There's age errors. In fact, like, actually, Days of Future Past has a really big issue with like Stryker's age. Because Stryker is shown at the end. It's like,
because they go into a different... It's a parallel universe. The young universe is not the same universe as the old universe. They cross universes. It's a branch universe. It's not like the exact same timeline. It's like how the Avengers does it.
No, but it's supposed to lead up to all those other movies that came out first.
No, it doesn't. Because the Phoenix arrives at a different point of time in the new universe. It creates a new universe. The only thing that's shared is Logan. Which is then explained in Deadpool Wolverine because he's like an anchor being.
There's a scene in, I think it's X2, where Mystique is at the bar right before she poisons the guard who actually...
By having sex with them, making out with them and stuff and putting it in blood?
Yeah, and like very briefly they show the TV and it's Hank. Only Hank is not actually Beast yet, which makes no sense and completely contradicts how in First Class when she knew him or when they like knew each other.
Because it's a branch universe.
I don't think you can always just fall back on but it's this or whatever. It's just such a loophole.
But that's what it says.
Pop out. No, because that movie was created. Okay, if you're going to just shoot down you're just going to shoot down any single contradiction that I bring up with fucking branch universe, parallel universe, then no, I guess there are none. Sure, loophole.
But my point is, Star Wars doesn't do that.
It's like we're playing. I'm like trying to explain the rules of chess, and you're like, but I have the secret piece that can capture all of.
Yeah, that's the point. X-Men has the secret piece, whereas Star Wars doesn't. That's why Star Wars is worse.
I agree, Star Wars is worse, but not because of continuity errors or whatever.
Yeah, but I'd say the continuity errors are more structural, you know? And the X-Men like trilogies don't have continuity errors like that. The same way that the 3 Star Wars fucking movies do.
Even Dispel is regretting this tangent.
Also the way
he paid for it.
Yeah, donate for it to stop.
Okay. the first X-Men movie. What?
The person who paid you money to do this is regretting doing so. That's how boring this conversation is. Okay?
Dispel didn't say anything to me.
You're right. Never mind. I don't care.
Dispel, you're gonna say something soon to my face, bro.
I'm reading under the bench. Ooh, haha, this is so interesting. Ooh, haha, wow, so interesting, guys. This article is so interesting.
You truly are.
Gosh,
how do you have only child energy?
Yeah, right.
How is that possible?
Do you know why? It's because I had only streamer energy, and then you fucking tagged onto my project, and I've had to deal with your shit for a year. That's why. That's why I have only child energy. It's because you sucked up all the spare life force in the room. You're a vampire. You're a money vampire. It's how much. It's how generous I am. It's how much free love I had to give.
That's how vulnerable you are become.
Okay, why?
House, congrats.
F slur.
Okay,
back up, Duck. Yeah, pro-social time.
Oh, what's that? Money talks?
Switch over, please.
She's still crying.
Where's Duck? Duck's not even on.